Billy, that's you? Billy, that's you?
First, I do care about the turtles, and I do not like straws because of that, sure.
I'm a straw. I love a good straw. I love sucking on shit. Not dicks or anything. Nothing
115 10.
Nothing homosexual.
1 3
That
2019.
makes sense.
Okay. That's
right.
gonna be in the opening video. Oh my god, bro. There is no one like you. You are.
But I'm gonna fuck around and make my whole fucking album distorted, and they gonna be like, that boy edgy as fuck. Yeah, fuck. TCAP 803.
Coming heavy with the weight and feel. Wonder if the hoes in Jesus' hand he'll give a fuck how a man feel. Whole world at a standstill, stigmatized. Donald Trump, they will not criticize. Still question Obama like my nigga lied. White girls boosting so my nigga ride. Out here switching sides. Crossing ship to mind the window cause they living blind. And they sold that, show it. I swear my flow how potent, how these hoes got open. And you know Pop's joking. If he expect forgiveness, I'm one of your 7 victim hells free of heaven's prison. These are split decisions. And I think I give the misses, but I give the masses. My whole all there, no walls. I ain't kissing asses, the shit, and I don't stop. Don't stop. She ain't bars, the ending, she won't call her. You didn't see her coming. People are screaming, running, baby, like babies, whether you need enough to drive. Horsepower, speed is punching. Smoking weed, I'm blunting. Notice these are stunning. Ain't me like Jesus functions. Eating knowledge, I got key consumption. Super Saiyan, wanna be. I eat a peanut buzzing. Fuck your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is about an hour and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beamer bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker. She breathe me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold if God calls.
Good evening, Grayson. Happy, well, no. You know what? I'm not going to say that.
I was about to say, don't say that.
Yeah, that was a little rough, huh? Mary, no, not going to work. Welcome to, no. None of these work, huh? You know what? Just, hello, it is September 11th. Nice catch.
What the hell is happening?
Well, you have a lot of weight at the top and on the side of an object that is not meant to hold a lot of weight.
I could just take this off. Oh yeah, I got this. I'm taking this shit off.
Mm-hmm. Just don't throw it. Just put it down somewhere safe. Nice. Make sure you don't lose that either. While Creighton is dismantling his microphone, I'll tell you guys the weather in Allen County, Ohio, which is 63 degrees Fahrenheit. It's cloudy. Precipitation was 7%. The humidity was 88%, and the wind was 8 miles per hour. My dog is coughing. Hey, Creighton. I don't know if they could hear you say that.
Hello, Charlie. So you might be missing a washer.
Dude, come on.
It's
You had
okay.
one
Look,
job
all
when
this shit-
dismantling
all
that.
this shit fell
Here we
out.
go. Go, Evie. Go over here.
All this shit fell out whenever
Go.
I was
Go over there.
dismantling.
Here, up. There you go.
Okay.
In the chair.
Okay, I'm putting it all
Or not.
right there.
Uh-huh.
It's all gonna stay right there forever. And this
Good
is
evening. Hello,
suddenly-
Adrian.
This is suddenly a lot better. Like I got a lot more,
Stability.
stability. Wow, that's amazing. This how fucking heavy is this?
I mean, it's a good piece of hardware. It's gonna be heavy.
I haven't logged into the chat. Hold on.
That's crazy. You haven't seen all the things everyone's saying about
No,
you.
what are they? They haven't said anything. about me.
No. Adrian said, Creighton, why does your hair look like that?
Like what?
I don't get why your eyebrows are so dark. What? His eyebrows look normal. I fucked up the birthday cake and birthday cakes and I fucked it up, so I'm probably buying cakes tomorrow. Kristen said that.
Okay.
So
What are you doing with the cake that you have? Maybe we
it can
have
find a home, I promise.
Maybe we can have it.
Yeah, we could definitely find
It
a
could
home
be
for the
like
cake.
a September.
Is it edible? Like, what do you mean you fucked it up?
It
Did you,
looked edible in the pictures.
did you fuck it up like you messed up the size
It
or
could
the icing
be-
or
it
something,
could
or
be
did you
like,
fuck it up like you put poison in it?
It could
Because
be
I can eat some shitty looking cake as long as it still tastes like cake.
It could be like a September 11th cake.
Kayla and Matt are trying to take it. Fuck. Those
Nope,
fucking vultures.
Nope, they don't have dibs on it.
We have dibs.
We have dibs.
We're talking about it publicly.
Yeah,
They look like Pop-Tarts.
that's fine.
Hmm.
I'll eat a Pop-Tart.
You guys wouldn't believe what I'm eating right now. If you're eating cake, I will fucking shit my
I
pants.
thought it was gonna be dicks. Like I'm eating, like he's eating dicks right now. This is so much better. Like, why don't we use this more often as a mic stand?
First of all, there's only one. Second of all, it's not really meant to be a mic stand for that mic. It really wasn't supposed to be. It's technically a lamp. It wasn't even a
But
mic
it-
stand for
but
that.
It worked really well.
Yeah, it works really good as
I like this.
as a mic
This
stand.
is nice now.
I put Cheetos in a bowl and added some jalapeno Frito mixed it together and eating it like cereal. Well, Chris,
That's
you're right. I would never have believed what you're eating right now.
I want to eat it though. Like, you know what I mean?
No,
wanna
I
try
don't.
it.
I don't
wanna
want that.
Taste it. I want it in my mouth.
Okay. That honestly sounds good. I'm not high. What? How is that happening and you're not high? Wait a second.
He's not high, Charlie.
Am confusion. He's not high.
Yeah, she's got to check her screen contrast.
I am confused. Dude, it's so good. I mean, look, Chris, you look like a person that would like some crazy shit.
What does that mean?
He is a wild man. Like, Chris looks like the
You
guy
said
at a party.
look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a wild man. If you see him, like, when you see Chris, he looks like the stereotypical frat boy at a college that, like, is doing butt chugs. Like, he looks like a fucking wild. He looks like he'll be a, what's the word?
Pro wrestler.
No. He looks like he will be like an undergrad in communications in perpetuity. like he seems like he'll do that for the rest of his life. Shut the fuck up and okay. Well, there you go. Hey Blake.
Ever be an undergrad or like the
Whoa, I was a GDI in college. Booty shots, yes. Butt chugging, no. Okay. Oh my God. He sent me a photo. I'm very scared.
What?
Oh, he sent me the Fritos with the Cheetos with the Frito dip.
Let's get that up on screen and see what that looks
Nope. Don't
Why?
want- God damn it,
Let me see
Blake.
it. Come on, Charlie. I want to see it.
I'm sure you do.
Well, why don't you show me?
'Cause I don't want to show you.
Instead of like just talking about it.
'Cause
Like,
I don't want
give me
to.
a visual. Dan.
Chris, send it to Creighton on Discord.
Give me a visual. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm off tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Yes, and tomorrow's Kira's birthday,
Yes.
which we should sing her happy birthday real quick, 'cause today is technically her birthday.
It is now her birthday.
Yes. Come on.
This is.
is-
Wait,
Wait.
Kristen, is Kira awake?
Probably not.
If she's awake though, let's see if she's awake. It is her birthday.
Yeah.
Kristen, just before we sing this, is Kira
But
awake?
it's not the 11th, it's the 10th that's her birthday. So technically
Oh.
it's a day past now, but we can still sing it.
She is not. Shit. Well,
Oh, well, we'll still sing
we'll
it.
sing it. Clip this and show it to her later. Kira,
Yes.
Kira, hey Kira,
Kira.
Kira. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Happy birthday, Kira. In the future, when you watch this, you'll know that we sang it for you on your 43rd birthday,
Yes.
way ahead of time.
Yes.
That-
On your
That's
fifth
what this
birthday.
was. I DM'd him a selfie and that pic on Twitter. Well, there you go. Chris
Oh,
sent you that
on Twitter?
Yeah. I sent a GIF. Yeah, I saw it, Blake. You fuck. He sends that shit to me all the
shit.
time.
Look, Harley's got a birthday party on Saturday.
Oh, excuse me.
Shit.
Shit.
What are you doing today? Or how was your day? I mean, like, what all did you do? I
We
know
went
you
and saw Tenet today
How was it?
with Nathan. Dude, it was Christopher Nolan at his finest. The man is a goddamn mastermind. Like, it's another one of his just Nolan masterpieces. Like, you know how sometimes you watch a movie and, like, if you didn't know, like, if you watched all the Christopher Nolan movies
Right.
and,
They're all Canada ones.
no, you watch all his movies and, like, you go in and you watch something like The Prestige not knowing he directed it.
It looks good.
If someone said, hey,
Chris
who
does
directed
look-
this, you'd be like, oh, probably Christopher Nolan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, some people just have that style. It's another one of his, like, definitely his movies. It's another one of those movies you could just identify.
like Interstellar.
Like Interstellar.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones you watch, you're like, this is probably a Christopher Nolan movie.
Like The Dark Knight.
Yeah. Kind of like a Ridley Scott. A lot of his movies have, like, a lot of them have, like, a timeless feel to them, but they also have this
Like a
very...
Stephen King book.
No, because Stephen King doesn't have, like, one director. He's got a lot of weird...
No. I'm talking about like just his books, not the movies. Like you could be reading a book, and if it didn't have like a cover, and all you had was the title, and it wasn't like a famous work from Stephen King, you'd be like, oh yeah, this is Stephen King.
Not by the title, maybe if you read the whole book. But
Yeah,
even
that's what
then,
I
no.
mean. That's what I'm saying.
Well, a lot of the books are so different, though, especially like from his early years. Like, yeah, he's been sober for like 15 or 20 years.
Yes, but I mean,
His
like,
early
they
books
all
are
have like the same.
How many of his books have you read?
A lot of his books, and
You
they're
have?
all a lot of them have like the same basis themes. Like this atheist dude gets in a situation with like the unreal. There's normally like a weird parody of Christianity in it, and then like there's like this weird what's the word, symbolism for
Do you know how many books he's read or written?
a lot.
A lot.
But I'm just like the basic checklist is that, and then like every now
Maybe.
and then you'll have like your Green Mile, or like your Shawshank Redemption. They're
I
also
mean,
Stephen King.
I don't know if I feel like we're
Also,
comparing
they got-
apples to oranges.
They
here.
got uncomfortable gore in them a little bit.
It definitely does.
Yeah,
The book.
yeah.
Carly's here. Carly
Carly.
told me about the book one day, and it disturbed me.
Did they
Immensely.
do the girl with the dragon tattoo? Did the do?
Christopher Nolan, no.
No, that wasn't Christopher Nolan.
What's
Was
up,
it?
you shit-slinging monkeys? Can confirm about the Stephen King thing. His style and metaphors are undeniable.
See?
What do
See?
you mean, like undeniable? Like,
Like-
you could be reading it and be like, "This is Stephen King."
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Still though,
Or
it's like comparing apples to oranges. a little
Stand
different.
by Me.
with
Isn't that
movies.
Stephen King too?
I don't know. If it is, it's definitely different from a lot of his other stuff.
It is, but it's like in the same vein as like Green Mile and
Stand by Me.
Shawshank Redemption. I mean, as far as
It's
like
not magic.
as far as like
Well, yeah, Green Mile's got
Yeah.
some like mystical elements.
yeah,
Shawshank is just, I mean,
it's just a crazy story.
yeah, a very good crazy story.
Yeah.
And same with
I clipped it successfully. I will be showing her tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
no problem. Hi boys. I don't think he directed it, but he wrote it. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Are you talking about Stephen King or Christopher Nolan? Are you talking about Stephen King writing Girl with the Dragon Tattoo or Christopher Nolan writing it and not directing it? Guys, when are you gonna gargle vodka while covering Rap God?
I've already done that, Nick. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You've got half of that. I'm
so
not
you
doing
gotta
it.
do that.
I'm not gonna do that.
Look, gargling vodka is not the same as drinking it, Charlie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Why?
I don't want to do it. Stephen King writing Stand By Me.
He did write Stand By
Okay,
Me.
yes. He did write Stand By Me. Wait, so he did? We know that?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He wrote Stand By Me.
What a good movie.
Stand By Me?
Yeah. I
It's
hate
okay.
the end, but it's a good movie.
So it's okay. It definitely gives me it vibes.
It?
Yeah.
Stand By Me? Are we talking
Yes.
about the same movie? We're talking about the one with the train
Yes.
tracks, right?
Yes. I'm just
That gives you It vibes?
yeah, just like with the kids in the woods and all that.
Does just all movies with kids give you It vibes?
Kids in the woods specifically give me it vibes.
The story is called The Body, though.
yes.
Oh, okay. Charlie, we all know that you like to gargle. And it's. Wait. Oh, we all know what you like to. Okay, well, there you go. That's the thing you said.
He's right though.
Right. Uh huh.
He is.
Jesus Christ.
He's got it correct. Nick,
My
you
good
are
neighbor.
correct, sir.
Mm hmm.
Carly, message me more about your birthday when you get the chance.
I hope I am able to go. I would like to
Who
go,
said
depending
that?
on where it is.
Check out the. Oh shit, we got mentioned by
Adrian.
Adrian on Twitter.
That's Adrian. Thank you, Adrian. Here,
Thank
let
you,
me do
Adrian,
this.
for blowing us up like that. You know, she's got a lot of followers on Twitter because
Mhm.
she's a girl, and that's how the internet works.
Right. I wanted to get into a couple of the things that you had in our notes.
Which things?
Well, specifically, the first thing was only because, and I don't know how interesting this is gonna be,
Okay.
but you just wrote, and I quote, "my card," and I
My
don't,
card?
my
Oh.
card.
Oh, that was the other day. A lot of stuff was going wrong. So, like my
Hold on.
what?
When you talk about your card, oh, okay, that's about the other day. Yeah, just a lot of stuff went wrong.
yeah, a lot of stuff was going wrong at that time. So I woke up actually, and it felt like a good day. I just got paid and everything. I didn't get enough money, but that's beside the point. So I went to the bank, and like while I was driving, I kind of noticed it the night before, but like when I was driving my truck, I noticed that the AC in my truck had gone out. Like, 'cause the air was just air. It wasn't like cold air. It wasn't warm air. It was just like a fan being turned on. And I was like, okay, well, this isn't good. So,
No, Chris.
and this is the third time it's gone out this summer. And I was like, well, fuck, that's fucking, like, I was pissed 'cause I was like, this is the third time it's gone out, taking it to the same guy like 3 different times. And the card, I was thinking about that, and I stuck my card in the ATM, and I got some cash out to pay my mom and stuff like that. And then I was like, you know what? I want to order some food and take this by the place to get it fixed or see what he thinks about it. So I put the card in the ATM, and I leave, and I left the card in the ATM. And if you know anything about our local bank ATMs, it shreds the card if you leave it there. And like I
The
was like,
Founders ones?
yeah,
Not all of them.
it does.
Not the one over here. Mike gets his card. He leaves it there like almost every time and has to go back and get it.
Like, what's he do to get it back?
He just asks for it back, and they go open the machine, and it's in there.
Oh. Well,
They might tell you. Some people might just tell you it's easier to get another one, so they don't have to do it.
maybe they shred it like after at the
Like
end of
after a
the
certain
day.
amount of time or
Yeah.
something. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they
Or
do.
at the end of the day.
Maybe.
Oh.
I know that a friend of his was using it one time and like put it in the machine 'cause he was like doing something. He was like, "Hey, can you go get money off of this for me?" And they went and left it and forgot until like the next day,
Mm.
and like the bank just couldn't find it. And he got really worried 'cause he was like, "Did somebody take it? Did like I leave it hanging out and then like or did you leave it hanging out and someone grab it or whatever?" Like to his friend. And he went like he got really worried 'cause like he had just put a decent amount in there.
Yeah.
And like it was all in checkings, and it was like not very well protected.
Well, maybe if I just go by there, it'll be in there. Either
Maybe.
way, I thought it was like gone 'cause like I was like halfway to Japan when I realized it, so I like swung around real quick and sped back, and it was gone. Wait,
Creighton, is your hair is it gone or hiding?
it's just tied up. Why is
There you go,
everybody
Nick.
worried about it?
I mean, why are you all defensive about it?
Why are you? Why are they?
We
worried?
like your hair, bro. It's majestic as fuck.
Okay.
They saw the intro video and missed the old days when you just let it fucking
Well,
rock.
it was cold then, and I
Yeah.
had to let it down to stay protected. Anyways, so my card may or may
Same
not
reason,
be
Nick.
gone,
It's hot.
and the AC in my truck is out,
So you need to get a new card.
and all that happened back to back.
You need
and
to
I
get a new
was-
card. You need to fix your
I was
AC.
upset.
What's wrong with the AC? You just need Freon in it or something?
So, like, I've had Freon put in it, and then the guy's like, it might be leaking. We don't know. And then I went 3 months without it, like, going out. So, and then it finally went out, and then he said it was, like, one of the clamps holding the things to the place with the Freon. So, we got that fixed, and then it's been good for about a month, and now it's gone. So, we'll see.
Might just be an old truck, bro.
It is an old truck.
That's what
but
I mean.
I'm going to get it fixed.
Okay.
Because it's going to be restored and it's going to work like it's supposed to.
At a certain point, it would just be like more understandable to replace everything in the truck to get it fixed.
Oh, like just get a whole new engine and stuff?
Maybe not engine, but like everything else. Everything that might have problems. Everything that can deteriorate over time regardless of how well you keep it up.
Yeah.
'Cause I mean, a vehicle's just like the universe. It's not to the same scale, but over time everything just dissolves away.
Yeah.
Like we are constantly just dripping atoms and cells that are falling off of us
Yeah.
like a big giant sand monster. You know what I mean? Like you lose like ridiculous. You lose like 200 hairs a day.
Mm.
Like your cells, your skin, like the skin we see, like the body we see is not really our body. Like, 'cause your body, the cells multiply so fast that like the body that I'm living in right now, like down to every cell, will not be here in like I think it's like 2 or 3 years. In like 2 or 3 years, the
That's
body
like
that
every 7 years, like
Or maybe 7.
Every like cell is reproduced to the point
exactly like none of the
where, like,
cells that are living in this
it's a
body right
completely
now.
different body.
Yeah, like none of the cells that are on my body currently that are alive, like living cells, were even here like 5 or 6 years ago or
But you're
however
a
long.
living being, and this is a mechanical truck.
Yes.
That's the same thing as happen.
Well, the same thing happens in terms of atoms. The atoms are just constantly falling off.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's still some of them aren't, but I mean, every time you hit something, like if like me doing this, or here, me grabbing my phone and just wiping the screen, like I just scraped fucking trillions of atoms
Yeah.
off of the phone. You know what I mean? And I mean, sure, we could do that 50,000 times, and it would start to maybe do just enough. If I did just the same spot and like scratch the line in it 50,000 times, to our eyes, maybe it would take that long for it to, 50,000 little scratches to see anything. But, excuse me, that's to our naked eye. Like over time, even an old truck like yours, like the little clamps to hold the AC down, or the
Oh, like just get. You mean like
like
get
all the shit
cl-
in it is gonna get banged up and
Yeah.
be to a point where you might as well just get it all replaced.
Yeah.
And eventually, if you just keep driving it around all the time, stuff does just deteriorate
Yeah.
and get banged up.
So what you're saying is I need to like mount a full restoration project.
Or get another vehicle like you're planning on. Sell your
No.
other ones.
No.
Okay.
Truck stays.
I'm not saying sell that one. I'm saying
Uh.
sell the other ones. Get a new vehicle. Start driving it around
Just
for a little while.
fully
And just have the
restored.
truck on the back burner and start fixing it up for when you want to use it. I dream of a world where Michael Bay directs porn and I get to see dicks literally explode. Do I need therapy? You might need therapy. Also, it's 9/11. If you socialist fucktards actually care. Yeah, that's the joke at the beginning of the stream. I was like, Creighton, happy, nope, not gonna work. Mary, nope. No, welcome to, nope, none of these are gonna work. I was like, well, the weather.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, happy 9/11,
What was the
I guess.
humidity on the weather, by the way?
What?
What was the humidity on the weather?
You're lucky I still have it pulled up, or you would just be out of luck. 88% humidity in Allen County, Ohio.
Ooh,
OMG, it's Charlie in Creighton. Hello, Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Chris, I saw Nathan today, and all I could think about was him getting to eat hamburgers in Anaheim and me not getting to eat them. So just want you to remember that that's all your fault for not saving me any.
Did you want to talk about the other stuff in the notes?
What stuff? Depends.
There's a bunch of stuff.
I mean,
We got like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
talk about 9/11. It is
1, 2,
9/11.
3,
I feel like it would be
9/11,
fitting to
sure.
discuss
Oh,
9/11
yeah,
on 9/11.
Yeah.
You had it in the notes, so I don't know if there's a specific aspect of it.
No, I
On a
just meant,
scale
like,
of
talk
1 to
about-
2,000, how many wrinkles do you think George W. Bush's throbbing Republican? Okay, well, never mind. I haven't talked to
45.
them in forever. I is sad.
His wrinkles have the exact amount, the exact number as there has been presidents in this country. 45.
Is it 45 or 46?
45.
45.
45.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't one president like president, and then not, and then he was again?
I don't know.
Is that why?
I don't know. I think it's like goes by the.
Too many Chris's in here now?
There was a ruler that we had at one time that had a picture of all the presidents on the back of it, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
But I had that. I went all the way up until Bill Clinton was president.
9/11 is the prequel to my birthday? Jesus Christ. Wait a second.
What?
How old are you, Carly?
Carly is going to be
I was about-
23.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, she
'Cause
wasn't
she's
born.
like the youngest.
She
of
said
us.
that as if it was like her birthday, like the prequel to her being born.
Yeah.
I was like, you're not about to be 20, are you? Or no, 19. I was like, there's no way, Carly. I turned 23 on
Yep, I
Saturday.
knew
Okay,
it.
there you go.
23.
One's very old, like ancient. Wait, what?
He's talking about the Chris's.
Oh, yes.
But 9/11.
Both of these Chris's are older than me by like
9/11.
at least 12 years.
Where were you on 9/11?
Me?
Yeah.
I was I was 5 and I was at home.
Do you
Pretty
remember
sure
what
it
was
was
happening?
Not really. I think that we were pretty hidden away from the scale of it. I do remember the night of it happening, watching like the footage of Bush like at the school, and like the people like the Secret Service coming and talking to him saying, "Hey, there's been an attack or whatever." Like while he was reading and him having to get up and leave. And then I remember seeing like video on the news of them trying to put out the fires. Like the infamously iconic shot of like the siding of one of the towers like with the flames behind it. I remember seeing like that while it was being put out.
Yeah.
Like the shots of that were like being made public.
I remember seeing like, 'cause I was in preschool at the time, and I didn't know what was going on 'cause it happened in the morning. It was like 9 or 10 in the morning, right? But the towers didn't collapse until like what, 12 or 1?
I'm not sure. I don't
So
remember.
I remember watching on the news them like replaying the footage of each one collapsing, and then 'cause I think the North Tower was the last one to collapse, and the South Tower was the first one to go.
I'm not sure. I remember in 2011, like for the 10-year anniversary, they started the news and played back like from the moments it happened, played it all live 10 years later.
Oh really?
Yeah, for like hours and hours and hours.
And
I'm 45, Illini is 73. Yep, that's what I remember. Yeah, my birthday gift is a hip replacement? Wait. Charlie, you're not... Don't be serious. Hold on, Charlie boy. How old are you? I was a sophomore in high school. So not 12 years. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm 24.
But yeah, it was crazy. I mean, 'cause it's like it'll be 20 years next year, and like it's crazy to think that much time has gone by.
Yeah, it's weird to think that something that we remember happening... What happened? Do you remember?
Yeah,
What
I
was happening?
remember
What
it.
happened with you?
So like I was in preschool when it happened.
Excuse me.
But what I really remember from it is like going home to our apartment and my mom watching it on the news and seeing it like being reported that evening. And I was like 4, so I didn't understand necessarily what was going on. I just remember seeing it on the news and seeing that the towers were collapsing, you know. And I didn't know anything about it as far as like what happened or like the scale of it. To me, it was kind of like watching a movie almost, like cause it just, you know, and it was like if you watch some of the reports, I didn't realize like how many people like jumped from it when it was
There's like over 200 people.
yeah, and like one guy was describing it in a video that I watched a couple of years ago. I think it was a video David showed us at Learn TV, just like the smack sound that you would hear every now and then, just like, and what it was like people like jumping and them like hitting the ground, you know.
I was in an airport in Albany, New York when Michael Jackson died. Two that I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was at my grandparents' house. I got my first phone the day Michael Jackson died.
Really?
Yeah.
I was in Hilton Head when Michael Jackson died.
No, I didn't get my first
at least
phone.
for
I
the
got a
funeral.
new phone. It wasn't my first phone. I got a new phone the day Michael Jackson died. Because I was like happy and showing my grandma, and then we looked at the news and Michael Jackson was dead. And I was like, who? And then she was like, what the fuck? And like I didn't know
Your
anything.
nana?
I didn't know anything about Michael Jackson until he died. And then
Yeah.
I learned myself. I went fucking down the rabbit hole. I was watching and listening to everything about him. I was listening to every song again and again and again. I became like a fucking obsessed fan after he died. And that was devastating.
Do you think he was like guilty of the stuff people charged him?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's, you know, it's one of those things I don't think anyone really, other than those people, if it did happen to them, other than them, I don't think anyone will ever really know. It's been so long and it's so hard to correct. Not correct. It's so hard to prove. I was at a gas station when he died. Those are like the two big ones I remember where I was. I was picking up my future girlfriend to work at camp and told them when they got off the plane. That's cool. My opinion is that he's dead, so I can enjoy his music anyway. Honestly, that's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck. Like even with the like, what's a good example? Like Goodwill Hunting was made
What?
by Miramax.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Miramax, you know, that's Harvey
Well,
Weinstein.
We had
Like,
this
I don't think I give a shit.
conversation last night that like sort
Excuse me.
of,
Yeah.
or we almost touched on it. Was that like, you know, even though there's like things out there that like
I mean,
people have done that were terrible.
They say a
There-
lot of
there's creative
say that,
stuff
like,
that people you can
in
still
Rome,
enjoy. What?
in Rome and like Italy specifically, like that country way back, like in the 10th, 11th century, I think, or whenever the Renaissance was happening, it was not just normal. It was like almost mandate that like old men would have little boys
Yeah.
around all the time, and that was like that's in art. That's like it's weird, you know. I mean, it's like, do you not like the Sistine Chapel, or do you not like any of Shakespeare's stuff?
Well,
with
you know,
with the understanding that they might have been like,
the Congress
pedophiles.
in what is it, Rome or Greece? I can't remember which one had like boys that would give the senators blowjobs, like while shit was going on or whatever, or like while they were in session. I think I might.
Can't wait for R. Kelly to die. What? So you can listen to his music, Carly? Carly, have you been doing stand up like I told you to? I just got home from summer school when he died.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. Oh yes, the sweet nectar. I was at a pool singing Linkin Park songs when Chester Bennington died. Don't remember where I was when Michael passed.
Damn, I remember when Chester died.
I did it once, but not afterward. Wait, you listened to R. Kelly once and like you haven't since, and you're waiting for him to die?
Maybe she's talking about the stand-up.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't piss on fire to put him out. Oh, on the fire. I understand. If anyone gets those two references, touche. I get them.
Yeah, you are. A blonde
I did stand
guy.
up, you blonde bitch.
You are a blonde bitch, and
I am.
you can't follow a conversation to save your life.
Listen, there's a few conversations.
Okay,
happening.
I can keep track of all three of them from sitting right here. I'm not even talking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's easier to keep track when you're not talking. You don't have to
Okay.
do any work.
Okay. Whatever. No, but it's crazy. Like world-changing events that
Yeah,
people.
what are some other crazy ones that have happened, like where
like
you
peop-
remember?
deaths. Chester, I remember. I was.
I
going
didn't really know anything about him.
about Linkin Park.
Yeah, I wasn't like a big
I
fan.
was super into Linkin Park in middle school, and even like up into high school, I was like into Linkin Park. I still am to this day, but fucking like Linkin Park when he passed away, like it was right before I moved to Columbia, so I should have taken that as an omen, as like not to go to Columbia.
I don't know if that's what you should have done.
Yeah, I remember where I was when I found out Robin Williams. Like,
Yeah,
died.
that was the one I was about to say. Where were you?
I was like, so I didn't know until I got home from school. Like, I was in college, I believe, at this point, because I was watching the news heavily, and like it just came up on the news that like they had found him and he had hung himself in his closet.
I was at a poker game, taking the other dealer was dealing, and I was just on my phone, and it was like the number one thing on like the Google News. Like this is, I mean, when that happened, that was in 2013 or 14.
I thought it was 2016.
No, it's been a minute now.
Has it been a while? Has it
Yeah.
been that long?
I think so. Hold on, let me double check. Robin Williams death. He died August 11th, 2014.
Okay, 2014.
Yeah, 6
So
years ago.
I was coming home from school and not college.
Yeah, I was at a game and like I looked at it and I was like, "What?" Like that, and I forget who asked me. Someone at the table, because I was sitting right next to the table. Someone was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Robin Williams killed himself today,"
Mhm.
and everyone at the table was like fucking destroyed by it. Like I've never
It's
seen so many
hilarious.
Yeah, I mean everyone. Now all these old guys were talking about Good Morning Vietnam and like some of his real old like good stuff, and like it was just one of those devastating. That one was really rough for me, 'cause he's like he was one of my favorite just comedians, actors, all of it. But still, I mean, like just like you watch him in Good Will Hunting, and like that person, the person that said those lines, like I know that you're an actor, I know that someone's acting out a role, but sometimes you watch a character and they're that person. You know what I mean? And for them to have said all those things, they have to, at some point, in some kind of mentality, get into the character a little bit. And he has a lot of amazing like quotes from just Robin Williams that are amazing. And I mean, you watch him in that Dead Poet Society, like this was a thinking person. And for him to go out the way he did, I mean, for the reasons he did, I understand, and like I almost applaud in terms of the bravery, like the understanding that he didn't want to suffer. But at the same time, it's like
Well, what happened? Like, I know
he had been
depressed.
diagnosed with Parkinson's.
Oh, really?
I don't know if that's right though, but yeah, flubber. Yeah, hot and fresh. Okay, now they're just singing songs. I need to watch that docu coming out about him. Documentary. Okay, I was like, what's
There's
a
a
docu
documentary coming out
about Robin Williams? Oh yeah, about the final days of Robin Williams.
So he had just been diagnosed with Parkinson's, and
I
that's
think
why
it was
killed himself?
Parkinson's. It was something. I remember when Steve Irwin died. I was in music class in 5th grade when kids were talking about it. I was at the beach and I fucking broke down.
I was
Steve
sad.
Irwin was my
Yeah,
idol. I was
same.
crying like a baby.
I watch Animal Planet all the time just to watch him.
I was fucked up at school.
How old were you?
2005 would have been 9, 9 or 10, depending on what time of the year.
Yeah,
No,
I was 8.
no, I would have been 9. Yeah, that one fucked me up the most. That was probably the death that like
Yeah.
crushed me,
My
'cause I
parents were
like
getting divorced, so like it was a bunch of shit
Yeah.
going on.
dude, I remember like I couldn't watch the show for like 2 years. Like, I
'cause it
couldn't
was
watch-
still coming on.
I couldn't watch anything to do with him for like 2 or 3 years straight. Like I finally, like it was a long time before I like sat down and watched anything to do with him again, 'cause like it hurt really bad. Like I could not do it.
What about Joan Rivers?
It was really sad.
But you weren't that like.
I wasn't
huge
like
fan of her.
destroyed. I mean, I remember I was at school when I found out.
Yeah.
I was Miss Wallace told me 'cause she was on her computer and she was like, and like someone said what's wrong and she was like Joan Rivers died today and I was like damn, 'cause I
She
thought
was young
she was
too.
Joan Rivers.
Yeah, she was young on the younger side. She was like only like what 60.
I don't know. I think she was pretty old. Hold on. Joan Rivers age. Joan Rivers, not agent. She was 81 when she died.
Damn, was she? I
Yeah,
thought
she was old.
like 60 something. My bad.
I was in 4th grade. During which thing? We've mentioned a lot of sad things. I remember when Heath Ledger died. That one.
Yeah, that was a crazy.
That one didn't fuck me up as much until it fucked me up when I watched it, because I remember watching it being like I had seen A Knight's Tale and I loved that movie, and I was really like sad that he died. Like, but again, he died fucking 12
Carrie
years
Fisher?
ago. Carrie Fisher was rough. That
Yeah.
one fucked me up. But when Heath Ledger died, I wasn't nearly as like distraught about it as I became later.
Really? Like,
After
as you got older?
As I got older, as I became a fan of movies in general, specifically of Chris Nolan and The Dark Knight. Because then when I watched The Dark Knight again and again and again and again, and it became one of my favorite movies of all time, this sad reality sets in that you're never gonna see him play that character again, and you're never gonna see him play anything again. Like, the understanding that he was capable of that when he was 27 years old. I think I was 27 when he was playing the Joker in The Dark Knight. A 27-year-old. I'm 24. You're 23. We're a couple years away from like the amount of time it took him to be capable of that. You know what I mean? Like, he was a legend, bro. He'd only be like 39, 40 right now. Like, he wouldn't be that old. You know what I mean? Like, imagine all the shit he would have been in every Chris Nolan movie. I mean, he would have been the guy that is part of Nolan's new little brat pack. You know, like all the Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman.
Are any of them in Tenet, by the way?
Michael Caine is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he would have been like that roster character. He would have ended up in all like half the great shit we've seen already. He would have been in as some other character. You know what I mean? I mean, it's who's to know all the characters in cinema that we now have that would have been played by someone else, like Revenant. I could see him playing the guy from Revenant. I could see him playing any of the characters in The Big Short. I could see him, like, when you have a guy who's capable of that, along with the other few things he did in his short time, like, as an actor, like, who's to know what he would have done inside of 12 years? You know what I mean? With the crazy blockbusters that have gone out, that have, like, come to
You think
pass.
he would have been in the MCU at all?
Oh, yeah. What? He played the Joker, son. Bro, he played the best villain of all time. Like, of course he'd end up somehow in the MCU. He'd be wrapped up in there for sure. They probably would have picked him as Loki. I could have seen him as Loki. That's what I was going to say, and I heard myself say it. But I could have seen him as any bad guy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they chose him as a good guy, though, to have him as more of, like, a bankable bankable actor to keep people coming back. I could have seen him as, like,
Thor?
Nah, not Thor. He wasn't like a big person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I could have seen him and he could have got big, but I don't think he would have been. I could see him as like a Wolverine.
No.
I don't know, man. If you watch him in
Maybe Star-Lord.
maybe Star Lord. It's so hard to see it as not Chris Pratt now. You know what I mean? I could have seen him as Bucky. Ooh, he would have been a fucking killer Bucky, bro. He would have crushed, but he would have been Bucky.
Maybe in Captain America.
He could have been. I don't know. He probably could have nailed it, but I don't know.
Imagine the jokes if, like, you know, because he was in The Patriot and he would have been Captain
Oh,
America.
that would have been great. That would have been great. Bro, he's so good in The Patriot.
There's nothing near the wires.
Your phone is near the wires.
No.
Yeah, it's right there.
No.
It's near the setup. It's
No.
like it's near the thing itself.
No.
I mean, I played Piglet, so I wish I was drunk when I played it.
Fuck.
If I ever die and fail to achieve mortality, if I ever die and fail to achieve mortality, do you mean immortality? I want my loved ones to collectively shit on my coffin and curse my incompetence. Okay, achieve immortality. I see. I mean, okay. Joaquin Phoenix was so close to playing Doctor Strange. Really?
Was he?
He could have killed it.
I guess. He doesn't strike me as, like, a repeater, though. You know what I mean? As far as,
Like someone who plays a character again and again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what's his name?
I mean, I'm sure they could have, like, thrown enough money at him and he would have done it.
Fucking Denzel Washington never did a sequel to a movie until Equalizer 2.
Really?
Never played a character twice ever. There's actors who are like that. I mean, I don't know, Heath Ledger, I could have seen him do it. I think he definitely would have reprised the Joker.
Yeah.
Like,
In
without a
the
doubt, if
part
he had
3 of
lived.
The Dark Knight,
Bro.
The Dark Knight Rises. I mean.
He would have definitely been a main character. He would have been like they can say whatever they want about there have been like Nolan having this overarching story where Joker would have just been like a side note. Bro, Joker would have been a main character again. And I almost sort of see a redeemed version of him coming up. Like I could see like in my head what always might have played out is like, you know how Selena Kyle ends up shooting Bane?
Yeah.
I could have seen the Joker saving Batman.
No.
So that Batman can save the city and the Joker's want of a life of them going back and forth could continue. You know what I mean? Like I could have seen something like that happening, but I don't know. My favorite Joker is that twink from Persona. What? I'm so fucking upset that I missed
Jared
your
Leto?
Edgar. I don't know. Probably.
Let's
I would assume so.
What's Persona?
I don't know.
Hold on,
I think Jared Leto's Joker could have been good if like the executives hadn't got involved in the editing of the movie. If they had just let Homeboy
Oh, it's a video game.
who made that
series.
movie? God damn it.
Who? What movie?
Suicide Squad. Who directed it?
James Gunn.
No, the first one.
David Spade. Heath Ledger.
I hate you. If Jared Leto wasn't so embarrassing,
Yeah, she's got a point.
I don't know. I mean, I think it was in the final product, but I think just like the people who said the people that made Fantastic Four, like the new one,
Yeah, there's a good cut of that.
there's a
movie
good
somewhere.
one somewhere out there that we just didn't get because the wrong people got involved and wanted to see certain cool shit happen. David Ayer? I don't know. I'm drunk. Okay.
Look. I don't know. I just feel like if there was a good version, if there's a solid version out there somewhere, I'm open to it for Jared Leto's Joker. But I don't like what I saw. I mean, it's
Yeah,
okay.
no, I don't like what I saw
hate
either.
it.
I
But
don't.
I
Yeah,
just-
here's
it's
how I'll break
like-
it down. I don't like what I saw because of how much there was. He had less than 10 minutes of screen time.
You wanted more of that?
Yeah, they filmed like 2 hours. He was supposed to be the main villain in the movie when they were like filming it and writing it. Like he was very involved with the cast and with everybody.
I
And
just don't like the cat noises.
I mean, sure, but we only got 10 minutes. Who knows? It might have
10
made
minutes
sense.
of cat noises.
What I'm saying is,
I did like the tattoo on the hand thing though.
yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
I didn't like the damaged though.
I'm sure.
The grill, I was okay. It was passable.
What I'm
Go ahead.
saying is that both of those movies and a lot of movies that were bad, there's good versions of somewhere because the wrong people got involved. When you have stuff like Suicide Squad is what
Nick brings up a good point.
I would have loved his character if it wasn't the Joker, if that makes sense. If it was like, oh, if he yeah, I know, I get what you mean. Like you want the Joker to be this better thing than that was. Like that character would have been a good crazy character, but not like representing the Clown Prince himself.
Yeah.
I get that, but I also argue that he probably could have played the Joker well. No, he probably did play the Joker well, and it just didn't make it to the final product that hit theaters.
I don't like all the stuff he did behind the scenes. I think that was stuff was kind of dope.
I don't know. I think that
He was sending people like used condoms and stuff.
and like dead pigs. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, sure, because the movie ended up being what it was. I agree, but if you told me that Heath Ledger did that shit to Homeboy Christian Bale, I'd been like, you know what? We got the Joker out of it. Well, I mean, I know. I'm saying that in terms of the method, the method act of it. Like I could, if it had been good, I could be okay with it. I'd be like weirded out, but I'd be like, you know what? No one got hurt. No one died.
I know, it's
like-
just so unsanitary.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Like, put on a mask or something. Jesus.
Thank you for following, Carly.
yeah,
Wow, that's
there-
crazy, Carly. I
there's
know you've
the-
been here before. That's
It
crazy.
didn't pop up over here though.
Mailing used condom to people is fucked up and not how you do method acting.
Exactly.
I mean,
Thank
yes.
you, Nick.
Well, so apparently, according to him, he did it to make them hate him for real. They wanted him to not like him,
But
so it
Harley
showed on
Quinn's
screen.
supposed to love him.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be a fucked up relationship, but he didn't just send it to her; he sent it to everybody.
And they're selling
Only
it
assholes
on screen.
do method acting. he
Yeah,
succeeded.
see?
Heath Ledger knew how to method act and did it right without being a sicko. I mean, yeah, look, I'm not saying what he did was cool. I'm simply saying, like, I understand where he came from. Like, I get why he did it. I don't think he should have done it, but
Like-
I understand.
No, like, hold on. Like, but the whole thing in the movie is they're portraying this as, like, they're doing a different take on Harley and Joker. 'Cause it's like,
Well, that's what we got. That's the
she
movie we got.
actually loves him, and
Yeah.
he actually loves her. I think that was intended from the original cut.
Probably, but I mean, there were moments in the movie where she didn't like him and he didn't like her. Like,
Was there? I didn't see it.
yeah, whenever he was trying to kill her 'cause he didn't think she was special, and then he realized she was, and then he jumped in after her into the acid.
But that just mean like that was the moment where like he's like, I love her.
Yeah, but before then he didn't. He didn't plan on. It was like a in the moment decision. You don't remember? Like his plan was to just kill
Yeah.
her. I mean, I'm sure there was a lot more of that. I
But
mean,
she
again, we're
loved
talking about
him. But she still
10
loved
minutes.
him fully the whole time.
Yes, but again,
There was
there's a
never a
lot
moment
of the
where she
movie we
hated
didn't
him.
see. There's a lot of that movie we never saw.
Well, I'm talking about what we did see.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Again, that was the beginning of this argument. Was
You
I
can
agree?
make-
Is
and
this
I
fucked
don't-
up considering what we saw? There's really no
I just
reason he
don't-
didn't interact with any of the main
I don't
characters
get
other than
why
Harley.
they all have to hate him though. Like,
Well, he's the bad. He was supposed to be the bad guy in the
It
original.
just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you hate him?
He's the bad guy.
I know he's the bad guy, but you don't have to hate a bad guy. Like, Zuko's the bad guy in Avatar, but Aang doesn't hate Zuko.
Katara does.
Katara does, but that's different.
Well, then what? How is it not different from
So,
all the characters
like-
of Suicide Squad who would hate this guy who maybe killed or tried to kill them? They're all hateful
That's
criminals.
one thing if he's tried to kill him, but at any point during the movie that we saw, he
Again,
hasn't done
I
anything to
know.
any of them except for Harley, who's in love with him.
I know. I'm saying again, we didn't see any of the version that was
guess.
made originally,
Okay.
not the real version. They shot a lot of what made it to screen in the 3 months before the movie. Like Will Smith came in and totally redid the movie. He had his agents and was like, "I don't like this."
Bro, let's talk about Terminator.
Fuck the Joker. Let's talk about Terminator. Money. Next question. Wait, you know what I put my arm through for Poe though? Jesus Christ. Why were there more than 2 movies? Wait.
For Terminator.
Oh. I mean, yeah.
No, I mean, I heard Dark Fate's pretty good.
I heard it's either great or terrible depending on like the person seeing it.
Salvation was pretty good.
Salvation was good. It was just so not Terminator.
Terminator 3 had breasts. So
What?
there's that. You don't remember the part where like she's like getting pulled over by the cop and she's like this Victoria's Secret billboard ad and like her breasts she makes her breasts bigger.
I do not remember that.
Yeah.
I never watched Terminator 3.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. Smacking right in the mic, huh?
Oh my God, Nick. Jesus.
What? Charlie, so
The Lucky Show, best part of the movie. Oh, with the Lucky Show hasn't been here the whole time. It says best part of the movie with the boobs showing.
I mean, he's not wrong. I like the idea in Terminator 3 that like that John Connor has a wife and stuff. And like that like in the future it's not just like this crazy apocalypse where he's just this stone cold military leader, like he actually does have other things going on.
I really liked Salvation because it wasn't like that was the first Terminator movie I watched.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked it because I like Sam Worthington, I like Christian Bale, and I just liked the kind of like post-apocalyptic take.
It feels very much like a Mad Max movie a little bit.
Yeah. I like Sam Worthington in Salvation because like Sam Worthington is my man. I like Sam Worthington too. He's like I feel like he's one of the more underrated actors of the
And-
day, but he's very much a character. Like he plays very similar people in all of the things he does.
And
like
I saw Genesis recently.
was it good?
It was okay.
That's the one
It wasn't. It's the one where like John Connor's the bad guy.
oh yeah. I heard that one
I
was-
feel like it would have been better if it hadn't spoiled that in the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I really hate about big studios is them releasing too much in trailers nowadays.
Yeah.
Like one
the
movie that
Batman
did it.
trailer's perfect.
Batman trailer's great. We don't know shit going into that movie.
Yeah.
Like Avengers Endgame did it better than any movie I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Everything in that trailer was in the first fucking 15 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Like or except for like one thing I forgot. Like some movies, and then there's other things, like there's other trailers that like sometimes trailers do it without you knowing that they're spoiling everything, and it's like amazing, and you're like, I can't, like, this isn't a spoiler. In The Last of Us 2, there's a moment in a trailer that is literally pulled from like the last moments of the game, and you can't tell in the trailer.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? Like when you're playing it, you're like,
yeah.
well, not when you're playing it because you don't really remember it because it's such a flash.
You're not
but
thinking about it, yeah.
yeah, when you go back and rewatch, because I do, but I'm a nerd. I went back and rewatched all the trailers after I finished the game, and then I was watching one of the trailers and I was like,
Transformers, the very first. Do you remember the trailers for that movie?
I remember the trailer for the second one.
The trailers for the very first one
Excuse me.
didn't have any Transformers in it at all.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Damn.
it was just like shots of like pictures where you couldn't really make out what you were seeing.
Yeah, like
So
the
you
ones that
didn't
were like
know-
on Mars and everything and
yeah,
on the moon.
yeah. So like you didn't really know what they looked like. They treated it like they were coming to Earth, right? And you didn't know what they were gonna look like at all. You didn't know anything about the human.
Kind of like
characters in it.
Heath Ledger's Joker going into Dark Knight. Because
Oh,
like all the
well-
promotion was him behind frosted glass, and like you kind of saw his silhouette, but you never saw him
yeah,
in the trailers or in anything leading up,
yeah.
which was amazing.
And like you didn't see, so on their website they had like a countdown for it, and the trailer was just like the Mars clip or whatever, like the thing from the Mars thing, and that's it. That's all the trailer was for the first one.
Yeah,
Until
there's
the movie came out, and then when the movie came out, you could probably like you saw more.
some people, like when you give the right people creative control, you get amazing products. Like Christopher Nolan is amazing because he has like full control of the movie that he's making. Him, Quentin Tarantino, like a lot of those guys, like James Gunn is notorious for it. Like he wants his thing to be out there. He doesn't want the fucking studio to come and fuck up the thing he makes. You know what I mean? Some directors just make something because they're like, yeah, I can write a script for that, and then churn out a fucking movie that millions of people will go and see and make money. And then executives get involved, and they're like, well, we need a scene with a chick in a bathtub. And it's like, oh, okay, here we go. And like you have this like shitty understanding of what people want to see, when in reality, people who go see Christopher Nolan movies want to go see a Christopher Nolan movie. They don't want to go see a Christopher Nolan directed movie that the executives got a hold of. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, there's a reason his Batman movies are all fucking amazing. Like none of his movies are bad. He's never made a bad movie. He's made movies that weren't as good as the rest of his amazing movies. But like even the ones that are like lesser known or like lesser not as like admired have an amazing twist / like thing that echoes like after you watch it. Like Dunkirk. Like Dunkirk's amazing, and people don't like understand. Some people didn't catch on the first watch what was amazing about it. And the amazing thing is that there's 3 stories going on. One story's happening inside of 1 hour, and that story's taking place in another story that's 1 day, and that story's taking place in another story that's 1 whole week. So one of the stories being told is being told over a week. Another story is being told over one of the days in that week, and the other story is being told in the last hour of the last day of that main week.
and it was all
And it's-
everybody. It was all a dream. And they
No.
were all in each other's dreams.
Right?
And
No.
dreaming about being in each other's
No, it's
dreams.
all like it's telling you how it all started, and it's telling you how it all ended, but it's telling you all of it all at the same time.
Yes,
It's really good. It's a great movie,
and it was all a dream.
and it was all a dream.
Yes,
It was Inception. Like in Inception,
also it was
Leonardo
just-
DiCaprio wakes up on the shores of Dunkirk in Inception,
but it was also in space
and in space
because Interstellar
because of Interstellar.
with Matt.
I tried watching a random Sam Worthington film on Netflix, and Lily Rabe was in it, and my girlfriend at the time called her an ugly bitch, and I was upset. I didn't see Genesis or however the fuck they spell it, but I low-key wanted to see just to see Matt Smith. Was Matt Smith in Genesis?
Yes, I think so. Hold on.
I can't remember that. That movie 1917 is a really good movie, and like it did a good job in the trailers of like showing you a lot without letting you understand what it was. But that movie's phenomenal.
Wait,
What?
was he in Terminator? I think he is, but only for like a second.
Who? Matt Smith? Probably. I mean, there's a lot of
So,
characters and
Nick-
things like that.
He's in Terminator Genesis, but he's only there for like a second.
Matt Smith is one of those actors that like, even with something as big as The Doctor, like I feel like he hasn't hit his stride yet in Hollywood. Like I feel like he's gonna have like a giant thing that he does one day that'll be like this phenomenal, amazing.
It'll be as big as his forehead.
It'll be this big giant character he plays or thing he does,
Yes.
and I just don't think he's done it yet because he's so cool. Someone was doing an interview with him one time, or about him. I can't remember, and someone said, if the Doctor was a real person, don't you think it would just be Matt Smith playing the Doctor? And I was like, yep. How do you think the future would have been altered if Sarah Connor just decided to change her kid's name to Richard or some shit? I have a feeling it wouldn't have been altered that much. It would have
No,
just
it
been
sh-
real
like-
confusing for everyone else.
Bruh, that would have fixed the whole story, though, 'cause they're looking for somebody named John Connor, not Richard Connor.
Anyway. I don't know.
She would have saved everybody.
I wonder if Robin Williams would have done any big, great movies since he's died.
Probably Terminator Genesis.
He would have played Arnold.
No, he would have been.
Imagine Robin Williams as a
He would
Terminator.
have instead of Matt Smith, it would just been Robin Williams in that one scene. 'Cause the scene he's in is so funny. 'Cause they're like, this is kind of a spoiler, but it's like right at the beginning of the movie. Like they're about to send fucking what's his name back to save John Connor's mother, Sarah Connor, and like at the very last second while he's time traveling, like the ball sphere happens and he's about to disappear.
The
like,
what?
The like the
Oh,
the,
the-
the
oh, yeah,
sphere,
yeah.
the time
The thing
sphere.
that, yeah.
Like that Matt Smith just takes a step towards like John Connor and like kills him. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
I didn't remember that.
So it's
It's been a long time. I haven't watched any. The most recent Terminator anything I've
But-
watched has been like Terminator 1 and 2, like watching the movie
Yeah.
clips on YouTube all the time.
But imagine
Because
that.
they're recommended a lot.
Imagine that, but with Robin Williams. Like out of the crowd, Robin Williams just steps out and fucking kills John.
Trying to think of like characters that he would have played in like good, like that other people, like I could have seen him playing Robin.
Is he gonna
Robin.
be in Morbius?
Oh yeah, he is. I remember he's in the trailer, I think.
Who is he in the trailer?
I think
Is
he's
he
a
the bad
doctor.
vampire?
He might be the bad vampire. I can't remember.
He's like Twilight, right?
Hold on, let me see. What? How dare you?
Imagine if they had got fucking Robert Pattinson to play Morpheus.
That would have been pretty fucking hilarious. Yeah, Matt Smith plays Loxias Crown. I assume that's the bad guy.
Is he British in that?
I don't know.
He better be.
Let's see.
He's either British or he riot.
You know how old he is?
He's 45.
He's 37.
Oh, that's close.
Wait, 37? He was born in 82. He's either 37 or 38.
He's constantly either 37.
Morbius is in post-production, and then he's also going to be in Last Night in Soho. What is
Robert
that?
Pattinson is the first Batman I've cared about in my life.
Wow, that's
Says
crazy.
Carly. Is it 'cause he looks like?
Is it 'cause he's from Twilight and you're just a fangirl?
Or well, no.
young girl
I was
passionate
gonna
about
say,
fashion design.
is it because they use Nirvana in the trailer, and like like Nick was saying, like it gave him very much emo vibes.
Last Night in Soho, coming out April 2021, drama, horror, thriller. A young girl passionate about fashion design is mysteriously able to enter the 1960s, where she encounters her idol, a dazzling
Wait, what
wannabe
is
singer.
this you're reading?
Last Night in Soho.
Oh,
But 1960s London is not what it seems, and times seem to fall apart with shady consequences.
it's racist. Your type of place, Charlie.
Right. I should be in bed, but wanted to hear what you thought about Tenet. Jesse, it was fucking amazing. I really liked it. I think that it's one of those movies that I really loved it the first watch. I think I'm gonna love it way more, like the next time I watch it.
Lego Batman's pretty good. Did you ever watch Lego Batman?
No, not all of it. I watched a lot of it, like on YouTube. I never sat down and
You
watched it.
disappoint me.
Well, I never had
with
it.
Every
I
word.
never was able to.
With all the words that you say, and with every decision
Excuse me.
you choose to make in your life, you
Right.
disappoint me even further. Not
Excuse me.
only,
Robert Pattinson
not
says,
only
Okay.
do you avoid the best Batman of all time in Batman the Animated Series, but you actively avoid
Mhm.
second best Batman of all time in the Lego Batman movie.
how fucking dare you?
And on top of that, you haven't seen Cobra Kai. So just like
I watched
you know-
Kaminsky Method, didn't I?
You did watch Kaminsky Method.
So that's not every single
But
thing I've done.
Cobra Kai is better than Kaminsky Method.
It's because I would kill Christian Bale with my bare hands if I had the opportunity. Why?
the-
Because he yelled at people on the set of what's it called?
Terminator.
Robert
Salvation.
Pattinson. Yes, is talented and dreamy. I'd support him as Morbius.
Lego
Crush him
Batman
with
was
your legs.
okay,
Fulfill your
but,
dreams. Lego Batman was okay, but not a work of goddamn art like motherfucking Lego Movie. Bro,
Yeah,
Lego Movie was
that's
so good. I really liked it, and my wife actually liked it, and I was shocked because but she said it was easier to follow than Inception. I don't know, bro. I don't think it was. I remember watching Inception when it came out and understood it pretty well. Like,
Yeah.
I never had much of a problem understanding how Inception worked.
Well, you overthink
This
things
movie
anyway.
was No, not when it comes to movie plots. Not
Oh,
overthink.
yeah.
I definitely underthink sometimes, but dude, Inception, like, the only thing that I had trouble understanding in Inception was, like, why time got like more suppressed dream to dream, and that was just because I didn't understand like layers.
It's like seconds to seconds to seconds.
Exactly. Like, and that was literally just me being a little kid when I saw the movie, or like being way younger. When that come out, 2012, that's 8. Yeah, I'd have been, how old was I? 8 years ago.
Carly
I'm
says
16.
it's 'cause he's a bad actor and he has a stupid face.
Christian Bale? That's just hateful.
I mean, look,
Dog, it was hard for me to follow. I'm gonna be real. Oh, Tenet. Tenet was hard. The thing that's most I can't say.
look.
Creighton
my,
hasn't seen it yet, and we're gonna go potentially see it Saturday.
my favorite, potentially. There's a lot of stuff happening
Yeah.
Saturday. Like, I'm supposed to hang out with Kristen, spend the day with her.
Inception is one of the best
We're
movies
supposed to
ever.
be going
I
to
agree.
see Carly for her birthday. We're supposed to be going to see Tenet. Like, it's a lot. But like, I never bought him as Bruce Wayne, if that makes sense.
Christian Bale?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you said that. I mean, I don't know. That's
I-
definitely to each their own. That's
and-
because you've seen all the other Batman, and you have like Bruce Wayne's you want him to be like. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess, but like, I've given other like, I wouldn't say I go into a Batman expecting a certain thing or a certain way that Bruce Wayne is done. If that
You
makes
just have
sense.
standards.
No. I really don't have standards when it comes to Bruce Wayne because I care more about how Batman is done. And I just never bought him as Bruce Wayne. I don't know what it is about him. Like, because I bought the kid as Bruce Wayne, like the kid they use when the father dies in that part. I bought Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne, or that version of Bruce Wayne. Hell, even like Val Kilmer and George Clooney, I bought as Bruce Wayne. I never, maybe until The Dark Knight Rises, I didn't really buy Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne until The Dark Knight Rises. And maybe it was just the beard. Like, he did have a pretty cool beard in that movie, and that's what sold me on it. Or like the part when he gets out of the car. I do like the parts, like, you know, where they have like right before he starts being Batman again. Like, he got out of the car and just hit that button, and all their cameras like fucking broke.
Yeah.
And I like the
That seemed like a pretty Bruce Wayne thing to do.
sort of, yeah, actually. And then I like the
I felt he was most Bruce Wayne to me when he was talking at the fundraiser for Harvey Dent at his place.
he didn't talk at that one.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he gives a speech about Harvey Dent.
He was
saying,
a recluse. That's Gordon that's talking at the fundraiser.
I said, no, for Harvey's fundraiser in The Dark Knight.
Oh,
The one he throws for him.
yeah. I thought you were talking about like in Dark Knight Rises.
No. In that movie, like, in that scene, it felt very like him being in control of a situation in more than one way. Like, he is Bruce Wayne, the billionaire, in that moment, but he's also very much being Batman, which is like one of those moments that I really love that moment in that movie, like his speech there, because it's like, it's everything. He's being condescending on purpose as Batman and Bruce Wayne because he has to sell being Bruce Wayne as Batman. It's such a good scene, and like, just the whole. I love that scene. So I love that movie.
I like the scene, all the prison scenes from The Dark Knight Rises. where
Yeah.
he's like
Ugh.
that's the ones that he really sold me as Bruce Wayne, but he didn't. He didn't
I mean,
really
he-
say anything in those moments. It's more like his actions spoke to me.
Well,
more
that's
than
his
Bruce
scenes in with the League of Shadows and Batman Begins were very Bruce Wayne-y.
Not to me. I don't know. It's just something like his actions and like his mannerisms were just like Bruce Wayne to me. Ben Affleck sold me as Bruce Wayne. You know that scene? Like, it's from and
When
they
he's
showed-
running into the smoke.
Yes,
Bro,
that scene. To
that
me,
was
I was
Bruce
like, oh yeah,
Wayne.
that's
That's
I was
fucking
like,
Batman right there.
yeah, I was like, oh my god, yeah, that's definitely him.
I don't think Tenet was that much of a thinker on the surface. If you tried to break down the science of, yeah, it could fuck with your head, but you don't need to understand that to understand the movie. Yeah, I think for me, the, how can I say this without spoiling it? The timeline. That's all I really have to say. The chain of events happening, the way they happen, was a little tough to keep up with on the first run through. But I think after a second run through, I'll pretty much have it all. It's a great movie. It's definitely like Inception in the sense that you gotta pay attention. And bro, Nathan, I called like 3 things like an hour early, and like each time I was like, ah. So Nathan, he was like, shit, bro, you did like, bro, it was,
The thing
I felt very satisfied knowing that I could like I could see things coming ahead of time based on like the first 10 minutes. Like the way the movie was set up. It's a really good movie. I'm not gonna say anything else.
I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. Every Batman movie, there's
Oh,
every,
there's
like,
my Tenet.
there's a moment like where, like I'm like, oh yeah, that's Bruce Wayne or Batman. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's they just become blurred. The first Batman movie, 1989, like the moment when like all the gangsters are shooting up that place and he's like walking, just like staring directly at the Joker, and he gets shot in the shoulder and like he doesn't even feel it. I was like, oh yeah, that's Batman. The Val Kilmer when like Two-Face is holding up like, you know, the circus, and like if Batman confesses who he is, like I'll let everybody go and just kill him, and he immediately stands up and yells, "I'm Batman," but nobody can hear him because of like all the yelling and stuff. That was like, oh yeah. The moment in Batman and Robin, that I was like that with George Clooney is like when Alfred's sick. And, like, George Clooney is like, you know, this is, like, my dad, and, like, you know, I want to take care of him and stuff. I was like, oh, yes, that's it. I never had that moment with Christian Bale. Like, you know, that running into the smoke moment. And I feel like that's...
Yeah, I mean...
That's why.
I think the main reason is probably because of how grounded Christopher Nolan wanted that, like, his Batman to be. He wanted to be, like, a realistic take on it.
Yeah.
And I get it. And he definitely had some Bruce Wayne moments. But I definitely get that he's, like, he was a great Batman.
Oh, yeah.
But, like...
Swear to me.
Swear to me. I love when he... dude, Swear to me. Fuck, bro. I love that movie.
Or when he drops that
Also-
one guy off the roof and just breaks his legs.
Bro. It's like this. If you're going to intimidate someone, you're going to have to be higher. This fall isn't going to kill me. I'm counting on it.
And then he just
Bro, what a great fucking movie! Fuck, if we sit here talking about Batman, I'll just talk about it and freak out, like geek, like a little kid. Bro, they're so good.
that one definitely had like the best intimidating Batman, like as far as like who would beat the fuck.
Oh
out of
my
you.
god, I feel like Robert Pattinson
Until Robert
is gonna be a
Pattinson,
fucking
yeah.
scary Batman. Bro, I feel like he's gonna be a motherfucker. Bro. This guy's gonna like break knees. Like this guy's gonna be mean.
Dude, fucking Ben Affleck was kind of scary as Batman a little bit. But he's like scary in the way that Arkham City and like
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum is scary. You know what I mean? He was just like fucking like a like
He's a fucking tank person.
yeah.
He's like not real. like he's not a real person. Like the cool thing about like Christian Bale's Batman is like that's a person who's just a badass.
yeah.
Ben Affleck's Batman is not a person.
He's just throwing guys around like
He's
they
like-
were like nothing.
He's like Drax from Guardians. He's just a fucking not person. He's just this big fucking monster, man. Ben Affleck was really bulky. Yeah. My man got huge.
yeah. They both did for Batman v Superman. Like
I think he's
Henry
coming back.
Cavill
I think
and
he's coming back now.
Henry Cavill.
No, Ben Affleck for the like they're gonna continue using him as Batman.
I would love a good movie just about him, like before
As a Batman, yeah.
Before, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was really dumb that they like set
I
up
like
a
him in
past.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, he's only in it for a second.
Yeah, but the moments he are in, he is in there. I enjoyed him more in that than I enjoyed him.
I bet
in
they filmed a
Batman.
lot of scenes with him and the Joker that never made it to screen.
Probably.
If they shot any with Deadshot, I know they did with Joker.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the scene with Deadshot there, like I like that scene a lot.
Think they're gonna use him to combine the multiverse? They might do
How
Flash.
many
I don't
fucking
know.
Batman do we need? We haven't even talked about fucking
Michael Keaton
what's
for a
his
new Flash
name
movie?
from the '60s. Adam West.
Adam West. Batman.
He was the Batman to me.
God Jesus, how many fucking Batmans do we need? I mean, I
Or
think
Kevin
at least
Conroy.
4 more. We need a few more Batmans.
Kevin Conroy is
Don't
pretty
we?
fucking good too.
I don't think we have enough Batmans yet.
We
How
don't have
many
enough
Batmans are
Superman.
alive right now? We've got George Clooney. We've got Val Kilmer.
Michael Keaton.
Michael
Val
Keaton.
Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben
Robert
Affleck,
Pattinson, Ben Affleck,
Kevin Conroy,
Kevin Conroy.
Robert Pattinson.
Well, I already said Robert, so that's
Yeah,
8.
so we're 8. and then whoever voice acted him for him in the Batman, and then Beware the Batman, and then
We got a lot. Okay, but live action Batmans. Adam West.
Kevin Conroy's also played a live action Batman.
Yes.
Kevin Conroy's the best. His voice.
So that's still 8, I think, because we only from the original 8.
Yeah.
The time spent making these
Oh,
pieces of
we
shit
did
could
you
be
say Adam
spent
West?
cleaning the ocean. Don't forget the voice actors. I'd choke on some WB. Okay, to be the next Batman.
What's
If they look,
WB?
I would
Oh,
practice act. I
Warner
would do
Brothers.
everything. If they just like one thing I really liked about Tom Hardy's contract for Dark Knight Rises was he said, "I'll play your bad guy, but you have to make me look like him. You have to
Like-
pay for it." Like,
Look
he,
like who?
Bane.
Oh.
When he played Bane, he said, "Listen, I'll play it, but you have to pay for the ridiculous amount of crazy shit I have to do to get in shape to be him."
And they were like, yes.
And they were like, "Yeah." And then they like put him with the best physical trainers on the planet, and he got fucking shredded. Bro, he was a fucking Goliathan in that movie. Like, that was scary looking, like, and like realistic though. Like, Ben Affleck's big bulky is like unrealistic looking big bulky. Like, his big bulky was like, oh yeah, that's like the best MMA fighter on the planet, whooping Batman's ass.
And-
David Mazouz from Gotham. Did you say him? No. Why didn't they
oh
just
yeah,
have
yeah,
him
yeah,
in
I
a
forgot about
CGI
him. He
like
was
the Hulk?
Batman.
Why didn't they just have him in a CGI like the Hulk? Who? I'd let Tom Hardy use me as a
AC.
dodgeball. Okay, God. Tom Hardy is a goddamn legend. I agree.
No, so wait.
They didn't have the
CGI'd the cape, and that's it.
What in Batman?
In
In
Batman v Superman. And all
oh
that
my
stuff.
God,
This is in everything that
love
he's
Braz.
in. That's a CGI cape. I think Henry Cavill's is the same way too.
he's supposed to be a druggie. I would let Tom Hardy use me as a okay, Jesse.
Use you as what?
A dumpster. A word, a dumpster. I'm not gonna say it. Anyway,
A cum dumpster?
well, there you said it. So there you go,
A
guys.
cumpster. Bro,
Podcast is over. Ending early.
that moment when like he's like beating the shit out of him, like the first time they interact, he's like, Mr. Wayne. You know what I'm talking about? In the
Mr.
sewer?
Wayne.
And
Yeah.
there's like no music. He's just beating the shit out of him.
Mr. Wayne. Bro. Stop. I don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna get to
It's such a good scene.
it's
like,
the
he's
whole bro. There's like no bad scenes in the Dark Knight trilogy. Like the worst scene are the scenes where you realize the same chick wasn't playing Rachel, and it's like, oh shit,
yeah,
and then you get over it pretty quick because she still killed it
yeah.
as Rachel in the second. Bro, God damn it, that's a good movie. Those are such good movies,
And then he breaks the mask.
bro. When he just picks him up over his
and
head,
slams him.
mm-mm.
Imagine being a ragdoll.
Yeah, I'm ready for her to die. Wait, I'm ready for her to die too, but that song fucking slaps. Wait.
Oh, Cardi B.
Oh, peace. Oh, okay. Okay, bedtime. Love you. Jesse, I love you. Have a good night. You're very hot. And just don't beat Cooper like we know you do.
What's the song WAP? I haven't heard it. Is it okay?
It's okay. It's a song.
What's it about?
WAP. It's about WAP.
What's WAP mean?
I don't know. Figure. Don't tell him, guys.
Is it
Try
wet ass pussy or
Yes,
something?
it is.
Oh.
How's you? Okay, you have to.
Because
You have to
I've
know.
listened to Cardi B before.
Yeah.
And like that just seems like the kind of shit she would be like.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
We
Wow.
wait. Oh.
we
we
and that's what WAP means.
we are Picardi B.
What Nick say? Wet ass.
We T ass.
Mr.
Who's
Chief?
that? Who you? We T ass. Bring a bucket and a mop. Okay, well there you go. Crack my fingers.
Bring a bucket and a mop for what?
They're singing lyrics.
Oh,
Macaroni in a pot. I don't like this.
that's a Vine reference. Carly said the same thing in all caps.
They're all singing the thing.
I need a heart.
They're just singing the song now.
Is this line for line?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't
Look up
memorized the song.
lyrics.
Nope. I'm gonna let you do it. You got your own computer over there.
Here we go.
God damn it, guys. I need okay. Words are things that happen. Those are words that happen.
Oh,
when things
so
happen.
what's his name is the T5000.
What?
He's Matt Reeves or whatever. Not Matt Reeves.
Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Loki, when you've listened to
Oh,
it,
this is some
over 20
slam
times,
poetry.
it gets kind of good.
This is some slam poetry.
Not a garden snake. I need a king cobra.
I'm pretty sure I've seen this like on Tumblr somewhere.
What?
This exact because I just see the lyrics and this reminds me of some slam poetry that's probably on Tumblr.
I said certified. I'm gonna read this just normal.
read.
I said certified freak. 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy. Make that pull out game weak. Woo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, you fucking with some wet ass pussy.
You know what would be better if you read if you read it in uhu language.
In what?
Uhu
I
language.
don't know what that means.
Like like rar and like all your R's are W's.
No.
Yes.
Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy. Give me everything you got for this wet ass pussy. Oh, I can't say the next line. Beat it up. Fella, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. You know what? It just occurred to me that I not only hung out with my grandma today, but she's gonna watch this eventually.
No,
and I'm
keep
gonna stop
reading,
now.
Keep going. You gotta finish the paragraph.
I'm done. I can't. Not with my. I do a Kegel while it's inside. Okay. Well, now they're saying words. If he eats. Okay. I hope Cardi B and everyone else who ever drugged someone to take advantage of them dies in a fucking fire.
Damn.
Yeah, and I mean, thank you so much for this show. No problem. Where was I? I'll fucking finish it.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'll finish that
so
line.
The
or
next
that part.
lyric was "Hop on top, I wanna ride."
Where'd it go? Hold on. Where did... Oh,
Wait,
hop on
so-
top. I want to ride. I do a Kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth. Look in my eyes. This pussy is wet. Come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. Let's role play. I wear a disguise. I want to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Okay, you know what? Nope. I'm not going to say the rest.
You know, I feel like
I
she-
am done now.
I feel like she's running out of euphemisms. So
You just made me snort. Is this WAP ASMR?
Look, like when I heard part that Big Mac truck right in this little garage, I was like, yeah, she's running out of euphemisms.
You think that, but that's like the first chorus.
That's what I'm saying. She
Charlie,
said
you
the
gotta
same
sound
thing.
more enthusiastic. No, I'm not gonna sound
So the
more.
next
I don't like what I
line-
was reading. I didn't like saying
You
those
didn't
words out
finish the
loud.
paragraph, Charlie.
You finished the paragraph.
Okay, make it cream, make me scream. Out,
Clip it. Someone clip it for me.
out in public, make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. That's not the worst one. The last one. Like ring's not a euphemism for something, right? Ring is
I
like
mean,
she's got
I'm
a ring
sure
on
it
her
could be.
finger, or it's like she
What's
got a
the
ring
line?
somewhere. Okay, so this is the line. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. It's got to be like a wedding band, right? Or
Sure, great.
it's like a ring, like a put, like she's got a piercing down there.
I want Megan Thee Stallion to impregnate. Okay, well, there you go. Words are out loud.
Dude,
to the
so
world.
let me go on to the next paragraph.
Hashtag cancel Netflix.
Why are we canceling Netflix?
Netflix defends Cuties despite intense backlash. It's an award-winning film and a powerful story about the pressure. Okay.
Gobble me,
I'm
swallow
not,
me.
I'm not covering that one today.
Shh. Listen, I'm speaking. Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out before you let it get inside of me. You remember Tina Aquafina from BoJack Horseman?
Yes, she was hilarious.
This reminds me a lot of that.
Real quick, we talked about it today, but I
Okay,
want
go ahead,
not
go
on the podcast. I want to everybody show your respect to actress Dame Diana Rigg. She died today. She was 82. She played Elena Tyrell on Game of Thrones. She was a baller. shot caller.
honestly.
20-inch blades on the Impala. I
te-
want Megan Thee Stallion to. Okay, no, Nick. That was not me. I was in chat.
I
That was
tell
not
him-
me. That
I
was in
t-
chat.
I tell him where to put it. Never tell him where I'm about to be. I run down on him, foe.
Good night, fellas.
I have a
Smooches.
fella running me.
We love you, Carly. Have a good night.
Oh, is she leaving? Good night, Carla. Carly. I
Wow.
almost said Carla.
You did say Carla.
Well, I was thinking
she
about
died
fella.
yesterday. Get a watch. Nick,
Yeah.
I will throw you.
He said, get a watch.
I put my fucking watch on.
Talk your shit. Bite your lip. Ask for a car while you ride that dick. While you ride that dick is in parentheses beside it, so I assume there's a chorus saying while you ride that dick.
I hate you.
So I guess she's fucking somebody at this point. And it's
Is that what you
like
guess?
she's pegging the guy at this point.
I have
Like
no
she said,
idea.
while you ride that dick, like her dick.
Okay.
Imagine like a children's like book version of this.
Oh my. Well, Miley Cyrus was talking about doing children's books for like drugs, where it's like very, like realistic.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Uh-huh.
She was on there. By the way, Miley Cyrus is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool human being. Like crazy from the outside, but she's kind of like got her bearings on again. Like she's after her crazy phase, and listening to her talk on that podcast, like the first 10 or 15 minutes alone are like a whole fucking TV show. Like it is nuts the amount of shit they talk about and how like in depth they get, and then like just the whole podcast is
Do
great.
you remember the baby music video where she was dressed like a giant baby?
Was she in the baby music video? Like was Justin Bieber? What song? What are you talking about?
So I don't know if you remember this, but this one day at Learn TV, we were all sitting there, and I was like, "Oh my god, let's talk about this music video that Miley Cyrus is in." And you're like, "What music video?" And I pulled it up, and she was dressed as a giant baby, singing about how she wanted some dick.
I mean, that's the thing.
Hold on, let me find this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna leave the WAP lyrics up because I feel like that's good.
WAP.
You know, WAP, whatever.
I don't know. I don't know if it's WAP or WAP. I don't know how you describe.
I
how
thought it
you
was a
pronounce
dance because I was seeing like memes for it, and I was like, "What's the WAP?"
Everybody do the WAP.
Right? And then there was some guy going like, "Wah."
I actually like some of her newer shit. Oh, Miley Cyrus.
Baby talk. That's what it's called.
Pull okay.
Pull it
No,
up real quick.
not doing it. I'm gonna let
Charlie,
you.
got to.
You can pull up the lyrics if
Charlie,
you want. I'm not
I'm
pulling
not
up the
pulling
lyrics.
up the lyrics, but it's the video.
No,
I'm
not
gonna
watching it.
look, I'm gonna send it in the Discord in the main chat so everybody can see it.
Okay.
Oh wait, let me go to the actual YouTube video. I was about to copy the Google link for it. Let's see here. 2015. So yeah, I was definitely on TV.
5 years ago.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. It's crazy that we were at Learn TV 5 years ago and we're not anymore.
Yeah.
That place was awesome.
Yeah, she's in a big ass diaper.
You know what would be really cool
Yeah.
is if like this is again like fun thinking of the future. Like imagine the podcast gets so big that we like just buy the studio from the school district and we get to work there.
I wouldn't want to work on the school grounds.
I mean, not this. It wouldn't be at that
What,
point.
So
Like,
we just pick up the studio and move it somewhere else?
no, I'm just saying like we would buy that part of the property potentially.
Yeah, but we can't now. That's like the main driveway into this property now. Or one of them.
No,
Yeah. Because it's a...
you can get in both ways. You can go through the old teacher parking lot down into the back.
Can you? No, they put out something there. There's like...
That was during construction. Now it's a way in.
No. Like, that's its own parking lot now. There's no way to get from one parking lot to the other anymore like there was.
What do you mean from one to the other? It used to
So,
not
like-
be. That parking lot used to be cut off by the grass.
No, that parking lot was all one big parking lot that looped around. And then the top parking lot is like people walk down steps. Nobody could get to that one. And you still can't get to that top one. But, like, you could get from one side to the other through that other parking lot. Now, that's blocked off by the big event building there.
Yeah, the old teacher parking lot is what I'm talking about. That's the one that
The-
now wraps to where the courtyard is. That one, you go through that one to
Yeah.
get down into the
Yeah.
into the courtyard area of the school. The
Yeah.
one in front of Learn TV is just that parking lot. There's not. It doesn't
but
extend.
it goes to the new event building.
Yeah,
That's
it's the parking lot for that
the
building.
event
Yeah.
But if you buy that property and you buy it from the school district, you're gonna still have to like share that parking lot with the event building.
So
It's, a
it's
lot.
not like there would be a lot of us there. I mean, it wouldn't be the
All
worst
the
thing in the
time.
world. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It's not like that building's constantly
Let's
full,
watch
and we would
Baby
know.
Talk.
We would know the schedule. Let's what?
Let's watch Baby Talk.
No, I'm not.
Why
I don't
not?
want to get copyright stricken on YouTube again,
Oh.
and our thing get taken
I
down.
just can't remember the lyrics to it. And it's
Hey
bugging me.
Charlie, can I get Creighton to steal a few waters for me? We are completely out. Yeah, no problem. I need to get some tomorrow though.
Yeah.
I'm down to I think I have 5 left right there, maybe 6.
Jesus. You guys are some thirsty people.
Yes. Good night, losers. Love to all. We love you too, Nick.
Good night, Nick.
My eye.
Are you okay?
No, something's in my eye.
Somebody's in your eye?
No.
Is it something or somebody? Once
Yes.
told you. The world's gonna throw you.
Thank you so much. I also have to buy water tomorrow. There you go.
Oh yeah.
You say you have tomorrow off, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For Kira's birthday party,
Yes.
which you should be going to.
I can't.
Oh yeah, 'cause you have to work.
I have work. I'm
What a
sorry.
loser.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Anyway. Woo.
Hey,
Excuse me.
Kyle.
What? Oh.
Are you going to Kira's birthday? Oh, why not? Oh. What about afterward? Probably. Just message me when you get off if you feel like it. Yeah.
If the studio was this is not going to be great podcast talk for people who don't know about it, but if we had the studio, where would we do the podcast? Like in the big studio room, or would
Yeah,
we have
the
that
big
for
studio
something
room.
else?
No, the big studio room.
I don't know. There'd be a lot of echo.
We can fix that. in
I feel like
post.
I feel like what we would end up really doing is, the editing room.
Yeah.
We'd probably take out all the shelves and widen the room out, get it to where the room is more accessible. And instead of having the shelves be on the wall, we'd have a table kind of like this one where it comes out from the wall, and we walk in to get to there, and have that be the podcast room.
Why not just make the back room the podcast room then? 'Cause that's gonna be the most sealed off from noise.
I mean, you say that, it's not like it would still be a functioning TV studio at this point. If we had it for ourselves, I'm saying that we'd have the main podcast room that would be what we'd have as the editing room, the control room, and the main room. I mean, we could do whatever we want. I mean, honestly, that building, bro, I'd love to buy that building and just live there. Make a kitchen and get there's 2 bathrooms. We get showers put in.
Yeah.
That place would be a comfortable place to live. That main big room is such a cool room. Imagine just making that into the dopest living room ever.
Yeah.
That whole
Where
bottom.
would have our bedrooms?
I don't know. The background. I mean, again, this is I don't know.
Can I have Richie's office?
Sure, you can have that room. That's a little tiny room. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I guess there are no real rooms other than the big rooms. And the main room isn't necessarily a good bedroom.
Richie's office would be a good bed.
Nah.
Yeah, 'cause it's,
It's
like
really thin. From the door to the back behind his desk, it's probably 20 foot long, but it's only probably 10 foot wide. I bet that room is maximum 120
but it's still,
square foot.
It's right there beside the bathroom. It's got
I
a
mean, yeah,
good
but
space.
What
it's
is it
farthest
right
from
next
the
to
door.
the bathroom in that building? You can get to the bathroom from any of those rooms other than the main studio room. All those rooms are right next to the bathrooms.
Yeah. I like it as a bedroom.
I like the writing room. I don't
Mhm.
know.
Is
It would
it
just be
big?
cool. It would be cool if our broadcast career started there, and we got to a point where our podcast was so big that we could just work go there and do it there every day. Wouldn't that be kind of sick?
I mean, technically speaking, I'm using it right now for production stuff.
Yeah, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? Us
Yeah.
going there and the actual podcast be there. Us go there and do it.
I miss that place.
I do too. I miss it a lot. Sometimes I miss it a lot, and then other times I'm so happy I'm not there just 'cause I didn't like having to deal with Richie. But like, can't deny he taught us a bunch of shit. You know, like he was a really good teacher and a really bad boss. That was
We've said that before.
I know.
Or you've said that before.
I've definitely said that before. I don't know. It's hopeful thinking. In all reality, if we ever get to a point where we could have a studio, we'd probably just make a baller one ourselves. You know, it's like you don't need a ton of shit for a good podcast studio.
Yeah.
We could legitimately buy like one of those little barns outside of Home Depot and like just have like an outdoor building that is our podcast studio.
No, I don't like that.
Why not?
There's no good airflow.
Well, then we would make it that way is what I mean.
No.
It would have its own AC.
No,
Like
it needs to
we'd have like
upgrade.
literally a building. That would be the coolest shit is if we had like, if we get so rich one day that we like both buy houses that are like next door or like right down the street and like one of us just has the podcast studio in our backyard as like a separate building. Kind of like imagine my old house, the one that burned down.
Mhm.
If the guy didn't live next door, if that was our podcast building and the
Yeah,
house is where
that's
we lived,
better.
that would be
Not a
cool, right?
shed, but
That's
like
what I'm
a
saying.
Actual building.
Well, yeah, I say shed, like we would buy one and retrofit it into a real building. That's what you do with those. They don't. Some people buy them and just set them down like that, but a lot of people buy them and turn them into like homes, like with rooms where you can sleep and live in there. 'Cause I mean, those things are still built like houses. They're just in the parking lot at Home Depot right now. You can still like fix them up.
They're small.
I love those free plants from Home Depot. Wait, I love those free plants Home Depot be having outside though. They have free plants?
I don't think they have free plants. I think they just have plants.
Kristen, have you been
outside.
stealing
Kristen's been
plants
stealing Home Depot plants.
from Home Depot? That's crazy, Kristen. I can't believe you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm optimistic about the future. And I'm having, like, I don't know.
He bought a phone just for pics of this wet ass pussy.
Creighton, please. I can only handle so much WAP.
Pay my tuition to kiss me on this wet ass pussy. Now make it rain if you wanna see some wet ass pussy. That's a wet ass pussy in three different lines. Oh, I missed it. Hold on. Okay, I gotta stop. I gotta start over. Hold on. He already made his mind up. Fo he came. Now get your boots and your coat for this wet ass pussy. He bought a phone just for pics of this wet ass pussy. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass pussy. Now make it rain if you wanna see some wet ass pussy. So there's 4 wet ass pussies in that.
Mm-hmm.
line.
Please don't keep reading. Creighton, stop. I see you looking at it. Stop it.
Like I need
Creighton,
a
please.
hard hitter.
Creighton, please. The
I
next
need a
20
deep
the next
stroker.
22 minutes need to not be about this song.
I need a Henny drinker. I need a weed smoker, not a garden snake. I need a king cobra. What the fuck?
You just going off now? You just gonna do this? You
Hope it-
doing this?
Hope it,
Okay.
hope it lean
we'll let
over.
this happen, I guess.
I look. So I haven't heard this song, but just on the lyrics alone, I could tell it's it's a good one. Or I guess. Your Honor, I'm a freak bitch. Handcuffs, leashes, switch my wig, make him feel like he cheating.
Are you done yet?
We need a soundboard just to like record these.
It's like we're in the middle of a conversation, and you say
Yeah.
one of us says something even slightly seductive,
Yeah.
and we just hear you go wet ass pussy. We do need a soundboard.
I love how Kristen didn't comment on if she was stealing plants from Home Depot.
Yeah, she just left
She
that.
brought it up and then she dropped it.
Kristen, are you stealing plants? And if so, how dare you? Bro, Wednesday's our 100th podcast. As long
we
as
already talked
as
about
long
it.
I know,
We're
but
gonna give away. You're gonna give away a hat, and I'm giving away a blazer. Are you alright?
excuse me.
You gotta stop. Damn it! You made me yawn. Fuck, shit. Hey, do you want to talk about some of the stuff in the Discord?
I'm waiting for you to bring it up.
What do you want to talk
I
about?
don't care. It's up to you. You're the one that puts the like when it comes to the notes that you put. I'll bring up the ones I'm super excited about, and then otherwise I wait for you to bring them up because I don't want to. I either don't want to hear or I don't want to. Like, I'm worried about whatever it is you're gonna say.
So do you want to talk about, like, we were talking about 9/11 earlier. They kind of like switch gears
Mm-hmm.
and get into like a darker, or like not darker, but a heavier topic.
I mean, you can. The free plants outside Walmart too. What do you mean the free plant? You say that like they're just free plants all the time.
There's not free plants
I feel
outside,
like- I
Kristen.
feel like there's
They,
not. I feel
they
like you've
charge
been-
you money for
I
those.
feel like you've been stealing plants
Yeah.
and not knowing it.
You talking about the
You
weeds
criminal.
in the parking lot? They're growing through the cracks.
Or do you mean the little flowers in pots that say like 480 under them that you just don't, you refuse to see? Kristen's a thief. So you're telling me they aren't free? Oh my god.
So uncle, like my uncle, or we were talking about death.
They're free
right?
until you get caught. Yeah. You guys are talking about death.
And I was thinking about this the other day because my uncle and Terry, my uncle Bobby, both had cancer
Mm-hmm.
and both died. Like they were old men, but they were like, it was on the younger side of being old. And we were talking about or I was thinking about it because like they both experienced it, or I both experienced being around them and how they were taking it differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a weird when you experience like the same thing, air quotes, but like at different times with different people. Like whether it's like a sad situation like that or whether it's something good and great, like you definitely get more. You get more and you get different, like a feel doesn't seem like the right word.
I mean, you talk about battle though.
Yeah.
Like,
My great grandfather, he had cancer in his feet,
mm-hmm.
and they had to like start cutting his toes off, then his foot, eventually the whole bottom of his leg, and it kept growing through him, and they had to keep cutting off until they couldn't anymore, and that's how he died. And it went like years like that.
Damn.
It was like, this fun fact. Well, sad sort of fun fact. Because of his big feet, I'm alive today.
Yeah, you told us about
it's-
because
yeah,
he was almost drafted, but then
He was drafted.
They didn't make boots that were his size.
They didn't make combat boots his size because he had boots so big that they didn't have any in his size in the army, and that he had to wait for boots to get made like custom. And while he was waiting and not able to go in, his platoon was killed by an explosion.
Damn.
And then he died of cancer in his feet. But I mean,
That's interesting.
he lived long enough to have my grandfather.
Yeah. But I mean, it's crazy to me because it's like whenever they, like with my Uncle Terry, I know a lot more about how it happened with my Uncle Terry because he lived right down the road from me. He lived in
Mhm.
that house that was he's Emmy's grandpa. You've met Emmy, so he lived in
Yeah.
that house that they were living in at the time. And like it was so because he would come over and just like have dinner with us and that kind of thing. And one day he comes over and he's talking about his shoulder hurting because he had fallen at work, and they were like, you should go see a doctor about it. And they did X-rays, and like it was just he had cancer in his shoulder. And then like they were doing treatments or whatever, but like by the time they had started doing treatments, it was all over him.
Mm-hmm.
And like he was alive for a long time after that, and just was down there, like down the road from us, like just kind of like living out his days. He got Netflix in that amount of time and would watch stuff like Breaking Bad and like a couple other things. And my grandma would go spend time with him, and she was like, I don't know why he watches such ugly stuff.
That sounds like something your grandma would say.
And and she would take him to the hospital all the time to get his treatments and everything like that. And it lasted. It felt like forever, like that he was suffering with that kind of thing. And finally, it got to the point, like I want to say late 2013. He passed away. It might have been 2014, but I believe it was 2013 that he passed away. Late 2013, and I mean that, and like I remember when he died, his daughter let us come in the room to kind of like say our goodbyes to like
Yeah.
he'd already passed on, but it was his body.
Yeah.
And like it looks so different, like seeing that. You know what I mean?
It's not even kind of the same.
It's
It's so
not.
weird seeing
Yeah.
someone you knew when
Yeah.
you're not alive anymore.
And it's nothing like how it is in movies either. You know what I mean? Whenever you see like a body in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, and in a movie, it's never really a dead person either.
Oh yeah, well
You know what I
that
mean?
too.
Like-
but I mean,
But I mean, like you'll never be able to truly capture that. That like
there's so it's. and
there's
this
like a
is kinda-
weight.
this
There's
is
a
kinda-
weight in
yeah,
the air. Like you feel
Yeah.
that something's happened.
And it's morbid. This is morbid, but it's like it's so still. You know what I mean? A dead body. It's like crazy, and it's like something you don't really think about until you're there in that moment. But it's just like, you know what I mean? And I don't mean just
Even
that
when
with,
we're
like,
resting,
people.
like even when you're like, even if you're not breathing well or you aren't breathing or you're holding your breath, like your body is inherently alive. Like the cells are alive. Everything's moving. Nothing is still on a living body. You know what I mean? Everything is constantly moving. You can be still, but you're not really ever gonna be still. You know, and it's definitely
And I remember like just the sadness like coming over me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because it was like it hits
You knew him. I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
You talked
and,
to him.
and
I mean,
like we had grown up with him. Like that's our Uncle Terry. He's always lived down the road from us. And it was like one of those things. Like it didn't hit me right then and there, because like you're looking at like this gray shell that isn't that person anymore. And then like you go to the funeral and you see the pictures and the people like reacting to the pictures, and it's like that's the moment. That's the thing when you realize that the person is gone. And I mean, it's just like you remember when I told you about being there when my grandpa passed away? Like I was I had just come to visit him. It was the day after Father's Day, and
Oh.
like he was like, yeah, like that was a different thing. But this was like, because it was still happening.
Yeah.
But it's like this is like right after it happened. It's just like there's nothing there. You know what I mean? And that's not. I don't think that's like necessarily a bad thing, because I feel like I personally believe that we go on after we die. Like I believe I'm a Christian. I believe in God, and I believe in heaven and hell, and all that. And like I feel like if anything, to me, seeing that is more proof that we go on after that, because like you walk into a room and you see the stillness, and like instinctively that something's happened, but like you feel it too. You know what I mean? You feel it in the air, and you feel it like in the atmosphere of the room, and it's like it's just it's overwhelming. You know what I mean? And then you have these people online who will post pictures of like their grandma or like their aunt, like in the casket, at the funeral and stuff, and it's like, I don't know, like I get it, it's part of the grieving process, but it's just like I feel like seeing it in person is like the moment that you realize like what's happened, and I could tell though that he was at peace. You know what I mean? Going like, because I had spent some time with him before he had passed away, and you could just tell like he had kind of like come to terms with it. He had made up with his ex-wife and stuff, and they were like very close. She was actually coming and helping a lot with like the stuff that he had going on. And with my Uncle Bobby, when we went, I didn't see him a lot before he passed away, just because like he lived so much further away. But when he passed away, like you could tell when we visited him, like before, this man was very cheerful, happy, like he'd make jokes all the time. I mean, he was just like, he was hilarious. I mean, he's part of like why like I feel like I'm so funny and stuff these days. I mean, because a lot of my inspiration to like be that way with people came
Creighton,
from
who
him.
told you you're funny? Who lied to you?
A lot of people have told me.
I'm just messing.
But like, I mean, when I went to go see him, like it's like he wasn't even there. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like he was just in his own world. Like it was like seeing somebody just broken. You know what I mean? And I'm sure he made like his peace and everything before he passed away, and like he was more at peace with it after he passed away. But when I went to go see him, like he was definitely in that in between space of like, he wasn't really talking to anybody. He wasn't really like he just kept looking into the distance, like like unbelievably so.
Yeah. When I see people, like, when I'm around those people that don't have long left, it's really hard to like. The sad part for me is it's really hard to want to be attached. There's almost like the immediate instinct for me is to like get away. You know what I mean? Like, don't be around this. Don't like do this to yourself almost. But when it becomes somebody you know well, it's so hard to not be there. You know what I mean? Like my great grandfather died a few years ago, and the last couple times I saw him, like I would just sit next to him. Like we never talked ever. Like he was just a very quiet. Like he was like the silent protagonist in video games. He was like fucking Noble Six from Halo Reach. Like he's like the guy. Like he's just the guy that never spoke. And he was like a man's man. He was like he had a fucking wood shop as big as his house in his backyard. Built shit constantly. Hunted every year into his 70s when he died. Just this super tall like man. Like you see him and you're like, that's a guy. That's a fucking dude. That's a guy being a dude right there. That's a man. And but he never spoke. Like legit in my whole life. He died when I was 21, I think. I'm 24, 21 or 22. In the whole life that in all of my life knowing him, I bet we didn't say more than 1,000 words, not sentences, words to each other. Like you know how many words we said on this podcast?
A bunch.
A lot. Like
A
just
lot of
in one.
meaningless words.
A lot of meaningless words, but words nonetheless. Like if you got all the conversations I ever had with my grandfather, you could probably pull them into like a 6-minute conversation. Like we never spoke, and I loved him. He was awesome, and I spent a lot of time with him, but never spoke words.
It was
to
more
him.
like the energy.
It was it was a lot of like him going, like pointing, bring that to me. Like we'd be in the wood shop with him, and he'd be building shit, and we'd grab him scrap wood or grab him whatever he needed, and we'd watch, and he'd let us use the fucking big giant turn sander. Like it's like a big wheel that's a sander on the side, and it like he cuts it on, and you can like shave wood and shit, and we'd like. Me and Michael would get sticks and like make swords out of it with the sander by like sharpening them, and we'd have a fucking ball. And I almost died on that last podcast. Wow, that's crazy. But like I mean, I went hunting with him. Like he just never would speak. He would just be like this. Like if I was sitting there, he'd like go like this on my leg. Look, he'd go like that and tap my leg and go and point, and I'd be like. He wouldn't even look at me and just hand me binoculars. And then he'd point again. And I'd look out and see like 10 deer, or I'd pull the binoculars away and couldn't see him anymore. It's like he could see through like he was just this fucking dude, man. He was being a man, he was a guy. He was awesome. And when he died, that was the first family member that I knew that died. Like really knew. Like I had an aunt that died a few years back, but I like met her 3 or 4 times in my life. Never spoke to her. You know what I mean? Like, it's not anyone that I would really miss, air quotes, like someone I don't know. But I like knew my great grandfather. Like we were cool. We hung out and we spent a lot of time together. And I went over to his house 100 times and had this awesome experience with him in my life. And when he was gone, it was so weird going to his house and him not being there. 'Cause like. He was, that painting with the old lady and the old man holding like a pitchfork, and they're just like, it's called like, what's it called? Shit. Hard men make good times make soft men make hard times.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's a good quote. Or we might, let's see. We're on stage 3. Soft men make hard times. Yeah, I think we're in the transitionary stage of stage 3 and stage 1. I think we're going from soft men making hard times into creating tough men.
Yeah.
I hope, but I guess
tough.
we'll find out. We're not tough. Hopefully the kids we're raising will be tough. We're shitty.
How are we shitty?
I mean, just our generation is not the most capable, if that makes any sense. There's some.
I feel like I'm tough and capable.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Definitely more capable than you.
Okay. Am I reading that wrong? We're on stage 3, going on stage 1.
We're on
Good
stage
times make soft men.
Soft men make
Creighton is soft as baby shit. Yo, what's up, Clem?
What's up, Clem?
But back to what I was saying. That painting, I forget what it's called, but American Gothic. That's what it's called. with the old lady and the old man that are farmers. Have you ever
Yeah.
seen that? Like that classic one? That's what his house was like in my head in terms of that painting is 2 people. And he was half of that house. And like with him gone, it was like this fucking giant emptiness. Like it's like empty now. It's so weird going there.
Like
Oh,
a
that's a
personality.
that's a
Who
big old
made
penis.
that?
That's Clem. A big old penis. In the chat. Want to see a cool picture? Yes. Nice. God damn it. Clem, why do you always show up literally in the last like 5 minutes of the podcast?
He's got his own podcast to run. He's a busy man.
He doesn't run a podcast.
He does run a stream.
He streams, yes. I don't know. Be here earlier, idiot.
Be nicer to Clem. He's earned
You
it.
can't be nice to Clem. Clem does not earn it. He is, if anything, he's reciprocated to this anger
He's
and
doing what?
meanness.
He's reciprocating what to you?
This hate.
Oh, I thought you meant something else.
Set a schedule, idiot. We have a schedule, idiot. We start after 11 before 12.
Monday. through
Usually
Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday. And if you want me to be more precise, honestly, it's like after 11:50 before 12:05 is our real schedule. That's about when we get started. At the very latest, we get started at 12:15. But we're always live at 1. so get the
We're always
fuck
here
in here.
sometime.
Monday through Thursday. Yeah, turtle.
We're like Santa. We come in the middle of the night. But only Monday through Thursday. And not just February.
February.
Not just December.
Not just
25th.
once a year.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Creighton. Imagine there was like if the multiverse is real and
There's
there
one out
really
there,
are
Santa.
infinite realities. There's a universe where Santa is not only real,
Well,
but
Santa's real here too.
there's not just a reality where Santa is real. There's a reality where he doesn't come to everyone's house once a year, but every day, and he is the mailman.
Yeah.
And Santa is like the best mailman.
Well,
I have a
technically
question.
Santa is a mailman.
Why the blue paint? What do you mean blue paint? Like the walls in the room? Is that what you mean? I assume you mean that blue paint. It's just what the walls were like when I got here. I didn't paint them.
Because Charlie loves the police force. I don't know. Oh, that's actually more like Airbender paint, though.
Yeah, it's like Airbender blue. That looks like his forehead. Why does your house look like a hallway in a Soviet era apartment? So the my roommate's girlfriend ran an online boutique out of here, and like where they sold clothes, and like they made the room like a boutique looking place. It was really nice and like girly looking for a long time, and like they would do all the photo op stuff for the website here.
Yeah.
So like all the clothes would be on like these really cool. There's a rack in the under part of the basement. That's like a really like one of those ones you see in like nice clothes places where they have it like it's like a spiral, 'cause it's not like it's not for just having clothes on it. It's like for them looking nice.
So you could have like a MFM t-shirt look really nice and that be in the background.
Yeah, sure I could, but
Or
no.
a shirts off t-shirt, which would be kind of
We should get-
contradictory.
We should get that right. Shirts up podcast t-shirts. We should get those made.
We should.
We should make like 15 that we will never make again. Like if we ever get merch and make it, we'll like
they'll be
make
like
some.
Easter eggs.
Well, no, what I'm
Or
saying,
they'll be like the Infinity Stones. If
We
you
give 'em
collect
away.
all 5 or 16 of them, and then you put them all on together, and then you'll be really hot.
what I meant was you and me, instead of getting like merch made on a
Yeah.
site where people can buy shirts and shit, we make like put our own money together and make like 10 shirts, you know,
Yeah.
and like do giveaways for them every so often, and eventually be out of them and they just exist out in the world somewhere.
Yeah.
It's for the people that got them. And then one day when we're super successful and famous, have people that, you know, have like actual merch and shit. But I doubt we'll ever have merch. Hashtag turmeric teas.
You know, it would be a great way to market shirts. Like
What?
that. It's like we had a bunch of them made, and we just give them to Goodwill.
That would be a good idea.
Right. 'Cause then it's vintage.
That's not how that works. That is not how that works.
The only
God damn.
problem is we don't profit at all from that.
That's a good point. Well, I mean, we probably would technically. We'd be
We get a tax write-off.
tax write off, but we'd also like that would be us doing advertising technically.
Yeah, a little bit of viral marketing.
That's not
Oh,
viral. That's
we just
normal.
donate-
That's normal
We
marketing.
donate one shirts off shirt.
It's the opposite of viral
We
marketing.
donate one shirts off shirt to a Goodwill in our region, and people have to find it.
Miss you, bro. Hey, Austin. I miss you too, dude.
And then if they find it, we give them a $50 Amazon gift card.
We'd have to make
That'd
it.
be
And
a
we'd have to
great
make it
Easter
and
egg.
not let them know what it looks like, because then people would
Yeah.
just remake it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we'd have to. Like David Dobrik did something recently where he did a giveaway where like he took a dollar bill to a
The coffee shop.
like a coffee shop and like just put it in the register so that it would circulate, and he wrote his name on it and showed it to the camera and said, "This is the one. I wrote something else on the back, but I'm not showing you. And if you find it, I'm giving you a Tesla." And in like a day, some chick found it and got the Tesla, and it was like that was a way of doing it where you couldn't fake it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is like genius.
What if he drew a dick on the back?
It did. I think he said I like cherry Coke or something, like, or like I like cherries, or it was like a dumb thing. It wasn't like anything amazing. It wasn't like a super secret message. It was like I like candy. It was like just something that he
What if
knew.
it was like the things that activated the Winter Soldier? You
Oh my
know?
God. Homecoming. Is Creighton wearing underwear? I doubt it. Creighton never wears underwear.
I wasn't wearing underwear last night.
I didn't need to know that, and I do now.
It was just 'cause the underwear I had were too tight, so I just ripped them off. And with that, we can end the podcast.
And with that, we can end the podcast.
Dun, 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 dun. Remember when we had an outro?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I should
Was
probably make a new one.
I like the outro.
I might make a new one,
Or
but I
the-
don't know.
The anime song.
Oh, what do you mean?
I
Oh,
think she's saying ooh.
oh, ooh. Ooh doesn't have an H at the end.
Ooh does have an H at the end.
No, ooh is just O a bunch of
And
times.
if you do two O's and an H, that's ooh. Grammarly. That's ooh.
Grammatically.
Grammatically. Yeah.
Grammarly. Please get your foot. Never mind this.
That's ooh grammatically. She just write oh ooh
Ow.
or ooh oh.
Ooh, whoa. Creighton dresses like a third world bureaucrat. Wow, wow.
No, that's ooh.
Wah. Okay, listen, you fuckers. We love you. I'm going to find someone to raid real quick.
Remember the My Chemical Romance thing?
What?
It was like when I was a young boy.
Oh, yeah.
My father
What's he say?
took me to see a city.
City. Because it's so bad. I wish we could listen to that. We got to figure out if that's like a like
Yeah.
listenable thing. Because
It's,
we have to.
it's still in the Discord.
I
Hold
know.
on.
Well, I don't want to listen to it
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I just mean like
Well,
I
I'm
need to.
talking about after the podcast. We'll
Yeah.
just re-listen to
I
it,
need to figure out how that shit works.
and then we'll listen to Baby Talk.
I
Wait. I'll read the lyrics to you as I'm playing it. Hold on,
Right.
Just to kind of play us out. To play us out, what does that mean?
Uh,
to play
big
us
titty
out.
white woman. Is there a big titty white woman?
Oh no, fuck. I'm too. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. First lyric. Come in. When I was a young boy, my father was a young boy.
In the city.
He
Bro,
a
it's so
marching
good.
band.
Okay, we're gonna raid Debbie because Copenhagen's
said,
here and he's never here
"Son,
for raids
when you
anymore. So I'm
grow
gonna
up."
raid a lady.
Will you be my father?
You have way too
Yeah,
much
dang.
fun with memes on the podcast where you just
wait,
straight up.
wait. I got
like,
some more WAP
pirate them.
lyrics.
No, please, Creighton. We don't need to end this on WAP, WAP, or WAP, however you say it. We love you guys. Goodbye. We're leaving. I'm gonna raid. I'm raiding right now. Goodbye. Have a good night. Blah blah blah. Creighton can't read WAP.
Is it the WAP?